fellow gamers. Welcome to Board Game Battle with Gloryhoundd and...
Dr. Gloryhoundd. I almost ran out of breath. Ooh, I need to work out. Oh.
And hello to our chat today. It looks like we have Battlecry and Kabuki Kid and Fatal Paper Cut in chat already. Thank you so much for joining us. Fatal Paper Cut says, I like the cover art for this. We're playing Champions of Hara today from Greenbrier Games, and the art in this is amazing. And when we started delving into this game, it's very tactical, which is really cool in the game. And I was not expecting that. And as we were delving in, there's so much story.
Yeah, no, the story really sells this game for sure.
It's so crazy how much story is in here. Dr. Gloryhoundd, do you want to get us started off on the theme on this?
Yeah, okay, so the reason why we are playing this game, so welcome to the world of Hara. So Hara was shaped because all these volatile energies kind of coalesced together in one area, right? These three main colors of energy. And they kind of coalesced and it kind of formed its own planet, its own world. And all this excess energy led to like this beautiful creation, right? Like there's just plants, monsters, creatures, all kinds of things that are there.
Beautiful, just beautiful monsters.
Hey, some monsters are beautiful. But I mean, you'll see. Some of these monsters come out you don't want to attack.
No, that's very true.
But the problem with all this free-flowing energy is that every once in a while it starts to build up and then it can like explode, right? And so that puts this world in danger. So the caretakers, like the dominant species of this land, the Kensei, search across the whole universe to look for champions, people that were able to take this energy, this natural energy, into themselves and then like harness it for good, right? And just kind of like you would vent a volcano or something. They're essentially what they're doing as human volcanoes. They're venting all this excess energy and then using it for good. So what they do is they kind of summon these different people, these different creatures, these different entities from all these different worlds, bring them together, and they have this big arena-style battle. And during this big arena-style battle, one of them gets crowned the champion, and then the Kensei are able to offer it a wish. And the cool thing about the wish is it's like any wish. It's, you know, you want to give it the most simple wish you can and hope for the best outcome, but there's always some strings attached. So that's essentially the world that you're working with here, right? And the cool thing is you can play as a versus battle where you're trying to be the first one to become the champion and get the wish. Or you can then, once you get the wish, you can take it into scenarios and do co-op. And they can either be solo, 2, 3, 4-player co-ops, where you get to actually do specific things and then fight against the corrupted. Our last gameplay was so close. I was able to eke out the win just before she was. So we decided...
I'm so angry, everyone. I'm so angry.
We decided a rematch was needed. So we were going to actually play the versus mode, not the co-op mode.
It was literally like the very next turn, all I needed was like one move to go ahead and finish this out. And I was like, no!
So we definitely decided to go back to the versus mode, and we kind of picked our favorite characters. And I mean, even the characters have like a really cool backstory. And so we picked the characters we thought that kind of like spoke to us the most.
And hello, 25th Century Games. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, what's the player count on this, Dr. Gloryhoundd?
It's because you have solo scenarios.
Right.
So I believe it's 1 to 4.
1 to 4, okay. And then about, what, an hour?
Or is it 5? No, man, you're asking
I thought it might have been 5. I thought it might have been 5.
It's 30 minutes per player, approximately.
Okay, perfect.
I do remember that one specifically.
All right, so.
So which character are you playing with?
Right now, I'm playing with, I think the name is Soff. It's S-O-F-F, Soff, right? I have focused fury. On her mundane homeworld, Soff's body was overwhelmed by an inexplicable force, leaving her unable to walk. Now on Hara, Soff has discovered that the free-flowing nature of magic has embedded her body with motion. Utilizing dance, Soff controls the explosive cosmic energy inside her the best she can. Due to the incendiary nature of her ability, Soff is often forced to travel alone. As a result, she has developed a keen eye for danger and a quick trigger finger. And Soff is a long-range offensive character. And I'm so down with this character, everyone. I'm so excited to play this character.
Why did you pick that character?
Oh, you're gonna make me talk about all that on stream today.
Yeah, why did you pick the character? I think it's important. Because there's some characters in here that have a really rich backstory that can really speak to you.
So, everyone, the backstories of these characters are, like, really home-hitting on some of these. And for this particular character, I really liked the fact that Soft was unable to move whenever they were in the mundane world, and now they can move, because I've actually had issues with that in my life whenever I was very, very young. About 12 years old. I guess it's not very, very young. It's like on the verge of teens. I had an accident as a kid, and I was unable to walk. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to walk. And
For
I spent,
years. It wasn't like it was like for a couple months.
I spent years laying in bed and being in a wheelchair. And for me, I think, oh my goodness, it's going to start.
Sorry. I didn't even make you cry.
It's just such an awesome thing to be able to present to people. That's all I can say. Okay. I'm going to start crying, everyone.
I can understand that. And so for me, I picked Kaoru and Kuma, and there's a lot of different things, because as you win your wishes, they have even more backstory that you kind of unlock, and you can unlock special cards and stuff. But the big thing about Kaoru, he comes from like a barbaric kind of homeworld, right? And so on his homeworld, Kaoru was an outcast among the warriors of his tribe due to his physical disability. Kaoru was denied the rights of manhood and deemed unworthy of his own bear companion. In his new life on Hara, Kaoru's creative spirit imbues him with the power to manipulate stones and soil, allowing him to build a powerful new arm and create his very own best friend Kuma, this big bear made out of like rocks and energy. And for me, with my background in the military and the infantry, I have a very strong connection with people that are amputees, obviously. So I have more than one friend that is an amputee that would love to keep fighting for their country, but are unable to, but still have that warrior spirit and still strive to be the person that they see themselves, even though they have some limitations that they didn't have when they were younger. So I thought that was really important, that although he was deemed unworthy to be a champion, he is a champion here in Hara. And I was able to actually win yesterday. And if we were doing the cooperative solo, his simple wish is to be a hero. And so the Kensei say, that is a very noble thing. We can definitely make you a hero. You already are a hero. Just be careful, because the dark always chases the light. And so I just thought, I was like, man, out of something that's like seriously like 2 or 3 sentences long, it can hit you hard.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, everyone, like when I was reading these cards and stuff like that, going through all these backstories, and Greenbrier did an amazing job with these backstories for these characters.
Yeah.
And
I teared up when I was telling her about it, and then
like I know, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm still on the verge of crying here. Group hug in chat.
I was reading the different like storyline stuff, and I was asking what character she wanted, and there was this one that was like kind of like fear-based, that had always been racked with nightmares and everything, and I thought, oh, that's a cool one you would like, because she usually likes to play kind of like the dark characters that use fear and stuff like that. And then I read Soff, and I just looked at her, and I was like, and she's like, I'll do that one.
Really close to home
I was like,
for me.
This was the first one I read, and I was like, that's it. I'm gonna have to play, because I mean, like the strength of Kaoru, besides his bear companion, is just grit, determination. Even having one less arm and stuff, fighting through everything to become to be a hero that he believes he is in his heart.
I love it whenever game companies put in, people of color. They put in people with disabilities. They put in the non-binary, people and stuff. Like they branch out and makes kind of like a character for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's 6 characters in this, and they all have a very unique backstory that could definitely touch you in different ways.
So, oh my goodness. Thank you for the group hug from chat, everyone. It's a very touchy subject for me, because it has been an ongoing issue my entire life, and it will never be done for me. So it's always like just on the surface for me. So I totally lost it. I can't believe I actually kept it together as well.
You did really good. I mean, because you had such a big, meaningful part of your life where you were immobile and unable to move around on your own.
So I'm very lucky that I can walk now, and it's always a thing in the future where
it looms.
I always have the ability to never walk again per some surgeries and stuff that I need in the future. But like, as of right now, I'm good. I can walk. I can live my best life as it is right now. And I'm just thankful for that. And because I've seen other people that have had my same sort of injuries and have not been able to walk for the rest of their life. So I was extremely, extremely lucky. So I'm always happy with that.
Right, and we're people just like you. I mean, everybody, I think, kind of knows that we stopped streaming for a while because of my back, because I have degenerative disc disease, which was a really unfortunate thing to find out in my 30s when I was typically the
What?
one that did all of the back-related things for
Right,
her. The chores
right.
that required heavy loads on your back, you know, the laundry, the dishes, the things that require a lot of bending over, picking things up. That was always my role in the household, but now I have to watch my back. So it's a struggle, but like you, we're here to have a good time, and we couldn't help it. This story
Yes.
just really hit us hard.
Alan says I broke Dr. Gloryhound. That's what I'm talking about.
That is true.
Right?
Alan was there when I couldn't stand up straight, and I was out for a couple months because of that.
Yeah,
so.
and Kabuki is 100% correct. People without disabilities don't always realize how much we take for granted. Absolutely, because just little tiny things that you don't think about, like getting in someplace or being able to do things on your own and stuff. It's a big thing. And then being able to have such an amazing charging story in this, where like this person, like even though they're disabled, they can't move someplace else. In Hara, they get to be the most badass warrior, because I'm going to show you guys today the most badass warrior in this game, because I love the way this character plays, like so much.
I really hope I don't win now.
I know.
Now it seems like I'm a jerk.
You cannot win. No.
Yikes. So what we're trying to actually do in this game, we're trying to prove ourselves worthy of the wish, right? So we're basically resetting back to that point where we're first brought onto this planet. We start off here in the dojo. What we're attempting to do is raise all of these different energy levels up to 10, right? So if you get all 3 up to 10 and you make it back to the dojo first, you'll be crowned champion, and then you'll get your wish from the Kensei.
And we all start at different areas. So I start here with 7 health and then 7 spirit.
Right. Which spirit's really useful for a lot of the different events and challenges.
With all different cards. And I really, really like these cards here, because as you play them, there's the in-hand portion where if you play it, you get this ability while it's in your hand. And then when you play it, you put it out and you rotate it, and now it's on the table. And when it's on the board, you actually get a different ability, and once you play this ability, then it eventually comes back into your hand. So it's really interesting how the card rotation happens in this, okay?
It's kind of reminiscent. Obviously, this game came out like 3 years ago.
Ouch, fatal. I was kicked out of the army after shattering both hips, being confined to the barracks 2 to 3 months, and then not being able to perform my job anymore. Wow.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Wow. That's crazy.
Unfortunately,
shattering the hips, man.
As much as I love my time in the military, there is always the downside to being a disposable number in
wrecks that body, man.
a big machine like that, right? Whenever you can't work anymore, you no longer can work, and that's just kind of it.
All right, Dr. Gloryhound, I am player number 2, and so I get the well-rested card, which is going to give me a bonus.
What's going on,
Steve from Australia. How are you doing? Go ahead, and you are
So I'm going to play first, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to start off with my cards in hand. And basically the way we're going to simulate this is we're going to put them down and flip them and then put them back in our hands.
Just space-wise.
Because of space, right? And it's actually, we found that pretty easy, but it kind of it's reminiscent of Gloomhaven where you use a top and a bottom.
Right, I really like that.
You're using tops, then bottoms, and you have to make that combination work the right timing.
Mm-hmm.
So to start off here, we're going to go ahead and start off in the Dawn phase. So we're going to flip the world card. So any monster is going to get spawned off onto the first spot. So super easy. Events go face down because they do not happen until you actually run across them. You want to get that side.
And it spawned on 1.
Yep. It's going to spawn on the 1.
Right there. And we got this one event, which is spawned on 1.
And there's more monsters usually than events. So the fact that we have
Look at this cute little Gruffalo.
Only 2 monsters out says something.
This is like my biggest concern in the game is some of these guys are so stinking cute.
Well, look at my character there is like got like it's like red skin and oh my gosh, you moved,
love this
so we lost
Gruffalo.
it. See? There's something about your hand that works better. I mean, who doesn't want to have like a magical earth bear?
Absolutely, Steve. Let's see, you're digging that bear on the 1 card, right? The bear looks amazing.
It's pretty sick. And then the miniature too is, of course, you've got the big bear behind you.
He's protecting you.
There's Kaoru, who's still kind of like an adolescent, kind of pointing with his new arm.
With the monsters, I'm just going to kind of show you the aspects of the cards so you know on the table kind of how everything goes on here. With the monsters here, you have the health of the monster, you have the attack power of the monster, and then you have the range that the monster can hit in. This will be the rewards after, well, knocking out the monster. We're going to call it knocking out because I feel bad about murderizing all these monsters.
Because even if we get knocked to 0 health, you don't die. You go back to the dojo and you just lose.
So you would get red, and then you would get a gold power, which you can go ahead and substitute as anything. And then sometimes you get like an extra treasure as well. This is already released. Absolutely. This has been out. It was a Kickstarter.
In 2017, and it's been out since 2018.
I'm so happy though with this game. So spoilers already. Like I'm so happy to be playing this game. This is right up my alley. Go ahead, Dr. Gloryhound.
All right, so that one's got special loot. You can steal an item from any player, but there's no items out right now. But this one has aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I'm going to start off by doing, you get 3 activations. So I'm going to move 2. So I'm going to dash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to go...
and I'm just going to move your card so everybody
I'm just going to actually move 1.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use Bear Friend. So Bear Friend says, your next attack with this turn with a single target deals +1 damage, and it costs 1 grit. If I had other cards into play, it would actually be potentially free, a free activation. And then I'm going to go ahead and use Stone Claw. So this massive Stone Claw is going to reach out, deal 2 damage at range 1, cost a grit, which if I run out of grit, I start using my health, which I have more health than spirit.
It's not good.
I still don't want to use it all up right away. So I'm going to do a total of 3 damage, which is enough to kill this monster here. I'm at range 1, so I never got in contact with it, so it's aggressive, never end. Oh, but it's armored. Oh, poop.
You can't fight it at range.
Yep, so I'm going to have to actually do the full 2 movement. Come here. He's going to hit me for 2 because he has aggressive.
Because once you enter a square, then that goes off. And there's a little cheat sheet on the back of everybody's card that gives you what all of the different things do.
Yeah, so aggressive means it basically has first strike. It gets to hit you as soon as you enter its circle, its square. And armored means it can't take damage from... You can't take damage from a space away. You have to be on the same space with it.
Let me tell you, Fatal, man, the characters just matched up super well, okay? So yes, Doctor is using the grit.
So I'm gonna beat up this majestic Ruffalo. Just so bad. But
you're just gonna go and wreck the majestic.
It did 2 damage to me,
Ruffalo.
but I was able to do damage to it. And you have to do all your damage at once, otherwise it wipes away at the end of the turn. So I'm able to go ahead and knock this monster out. I'm gonna gain 2 red energy from that. And 1 gold energy, which is wild. I'm actually going to go ahead and push my red up because it behooves me to try to do that. All right, and that is my turn. So we would go to monster phases. This guy can attack within 1 space. I'm 2 spaces away. We're good.
So you're good.
That's the only other monster out, and I'm not going to use my Dream Stone.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't even paying attention to what I wanted to do with my cards at all.
So now that I use these all, I'm just going to flip them and put them back into my hand on the onboard side, which changes what they do.
All right. I think... I mean, I want to like get rid of something, but
I'm surprised there's so many events because there's like the ratio is like 9 events to 5. Or I'm sorry, 5 events to like 9 monsters. So you're usually going to have monsters out.
I think I have. Let's see here. At range 3, choose a monster at range 3, and that monster loses armored and then takes 1 damage. I can do that.
Yeah, because good. The only other monster out does not have armored.
The biggest thing for me, though, is getting enough damage in on this. I think I'm going to have to use all 3 of these cards in order to do it.
And they're all going to be good at range?
So this one here, I can move 1, and then my next attack is going to deal 1 damage, and this costs me 1 mana. And I really like how Dr. Gloryhound uses grit to power his spells and everything. Hound is using heat. That's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, she has,
she has
magic and heat, so... Which can be good or bad. She's got to mitigate those 2 things.
Absolutely. And so I have to work with my mana. So I'm going to go down 1 mana for this here. And I'm still at 0 heat, but that'll work in later. I'm excited about that. So I'm going to move 1, and then my next attack is going to deal 1 damage on there. So we're going to move. We're going to move up here.
You died. You fell over.
Oh my gosh.
If we actually get knocked out, I have to look that up because I never got knocked out last time we played this.
And then... I mean, I guess I really don't have to actually move per se, because all my spells that are at a range of 3. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to do the +1 damage on this, okay? And then I'm going to use my Scorch. So choose a monster. That monster loses armored, so he doesn't have any armored on it, but then takes 1 damage plus the 1, so that's 2 damage. And then I'm going to deal 1 damage at a range of 3. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of this, Imazaru, this guy right here. And I have special loot. I may steal an item from any player.
So the only item I have is a Dreamstone, which you start off the game with, which lets you discard the Dreamstone and basically spawn a card right on top of you.
And then I'm going to get 1 red and 1 gold, which is good because I want to specifically work on getting red because this is my special power column here. So it'll give me extra cards to play with if I can get that to the top. And I'm going to use my gold for another red as well.
And this stack here is the different items that you can get. And some of them are unique and some of them are not,
That was nice because I took care of this from far away, and that was excellent. I'm down with that. Okay, so these cards here are now going... Ooh, I totally almost grabbed that. are now going to go on board, so they're going to be flipped. Usually you would keep them out and keep them on the board, but I'm just going to put them back in my hand for now. So I have 1 that should be in hand, and then 3 on board powers. All right, Dr. Gloryhound, we're moving into Dusk now.
Right, so we flip out.
Well, monsters would attack.
Right,
technically, there's no monsters.
So then we're going to flip out Dusk cards, which are going to change kind of the world, and essentially the way that works is it's the number of players
Dusk
plus
monsters.
1. Start rolling the dice to figure out where we spawn.
5, and then it's in the...
So the waist on the 5?
Yeah, the waist.
So here we've got a Dusk Kern. Is this 5 right there?
Yep.
Sorry, I can't reach way over there.
You're fine. These Dusk Kerns look so freaking cool. It's like a really evil pony.
Aren't all ponies evil? So this one is Drugon.
Wow.
This one is Drugon the Curse. He's got 7 health, aggressive, armored, plus critical.
Is he going right next to me? Close.
He's pretty close. I mean,
Holy cow.
You're almost 1 away.
Oh,
And then
I'm glad I stayed there. Oh, since I stayed here on this space too, I'm going to get 3 health or spirit too.
I think you have to leave it.
I have to move and then go back? Okay. We get another one here, so 3.
3?
Yep.
And this one is a Herald of the Serpent.
He's an ally, which means if I just went on him,
You
then
can discard him and gain
each
his
member
bonus.
of your team may move up to 2, which is kind of cool. Or you can murderize him and get some sweet
Knock him
power.
Out. These are all
knock him out.
Like the real gladiators. These are all gladiators that
They need to come back.
Right, because in real gladiators, they didn't actually kill each other very often because, you know, they were expensive.
Well, that's very true. That's very true. That's like fun facts. I know how Fatal Papercut loves those fun facts.
Yeah. I mean, would you
Yes,
kill all,
here's
maybe
the
like killing all
dojo area.
You wouldn't want a bunch of your football players to die after every game.
Well,
that
very
would be
true.
kind of bad.
Very true.
All right, so we are going to go ahead. So that was our beginning of the Dusk phase. So then I'm going to take my second turn. And essentially, if we ever get to the point where we don't get a champion before Dusk on the 6th round, it's just over.
Yeah.
So,
But at the end of Dusk phase, something else really cool happens.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to show you guys what happens at the end of the Dusk phase with this game.
I mean, she can't wait because she has to, but...
It's like game-changing is what it is. It's so interesting.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use Bear Friend again. So now the on-board ability gives me health and spirit, and it's a free cost. So I'm going to go up to 8 health
Very
and 6 spirit.
nice.
And then I'm going to go ahead and choose any number of players within range 3, including yourself, and move those targets 1 space in any direction.
Okay, I was like, oh my gosh, are you going to move me into a really bad area, Dr. Gloria?
So just like many of these games, we can actually fight each other if we want to.
Oh, absolutely, you can.
I'm going to go ahead and do this one, which is move them in any order I want. I can move up to 1 and deal up to 1 damage, range 1. I'm going to actually just move 1 here first.
And see what that event is?
Trigger this event, which is going to stop my movement.
Oh, that's a good event, right?
Old Man O' the Wood. Well, it's always good and bad. So I'm going to immediately gain a green and blue energy.
Absolutely, right? It's a bad investment, everyone. You don't want to kill your gladiators.
On your travels through the foreboding forest, you notice a tiny elderly fellow carving methodically into a tree. He has a warm face, but you're still wary of your approach. All right, so what I have to do with this one is I have to hit a 6 in order to beat this, and I have to actually use my spirit to try to mitigate this dice roll.
I like these cards too because it clearly shows you right here. Your roll is 6. Then you have to say how much spirit you're going to get, which is actually going to substitute dice pips in that. So hopefully you can get a combination of your dice roll plus your spirit in order to get the 6 on this, okay? And this can sometimes be switched, which I think is really interesting.
What is the good and bad? So if I fail this, your gesture offends the sprightly halfling. Ooh.
And you automatically get the green and the blue.
Yes. I'm going to try to really make this work. So I'm going to actually spend 4 spirit and go down to 2. Because I have failed these 3 times in a row last time.
Dr. Gloryhound did not do well last time.
Look. I barely got it.
That was lucky. That was good you
7.
spent all that.
Yeah. So my success is the sage sings a soft hello and offers you the object he's been laboring over. Gain the item Iron Oak Ornaments, number 10.
Ooh, you get a special item with that?
Yeah, I get a special item.
Oh, that's awesome. I like those events. Those events
And
are
I have
good.
one more action to take because that first action I took was actually free. So the special item I got is an equipment, so I just get to keep it. Whenever you would take damage from a monster or corrupted, you may spend 1 charge to reduce that damage by 1. That's actually
good.
Really good. And then you get this cool little token that starts on a 4, and then you just tick it down every time.
Because last time I know I got really close to being knocked out.
Right. I
Like
almost did twice,
really,
too.
really close, everyone.
And then I can deal damage, but there's no point because there's nothing to deal damage against. it's range 1, and I can't move again. So I'm just going to keep that card in hand. So these cards are done. I'm going to flip them, put them back into my hand, if you will.
All right.
And I am good. Go ahead and
no
take
monsters. They can attack you. It would just be in your area
that one's
here.
only 1. That one's 1.
All right, what do I want to do here? Let's see here. 2, I can deal 2 damage. I can do a falling star, which is 2 damage at a range of 3. This guy is 7. I don't think I can pump out 7 damage
not
at this
early in the game.
At this point, yeah.
And as you hit these different thresholds here on your board, so the green, red, and blue threshold, you actually unlock another card that gets added to your hand, so you'll have more than 4 cards.
Right.
And then again up here, and then when you hit your primary color up here, you get an ultimate, which is like a one-time use thing, which is pretty sweet.
I mean, I feel like I have to move probably in this direction over here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and
go towards the monsters.
I'm going to use my Ember Dance, which was on the board. And I'm going to move 2. So 1, well, hold on. Let me make sure I want to do that I can defeat this person.
Yeah, make sure that when you hit that event,
I think I can. So 1, 2, okay.
So you'd have to do the event now.
Right. What's our event? Okay, so I'm gonna go up. This is a strange science. Ooh, this is speaking my language right here. An odd-looking, one Roy approaches you and asks if you will take part in a revolutionary teleportation experiment. Despite his appearance, he seems vaguely trustworthy. Hold on, everyone.
If somebody comes up to you and
Hold
says,
on.
hey, you want to do a teleportation experiment?
Would you
say no.
Yeah, would you like to go ahead and do a little teleportation experiment with me?
I think you're better off getting in a van for some candy.
You say no. The candy van is a much better investment overall. Oh my gosh. But of course we're going to try it because, I mean, this is Hara. I mean...
You don't want to fail it, that's for sure.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
So how much spirit are you going to spend?
So the die roll that I need to come up with is 5.
It's not too bad.
I am a terribly, terribly bad person.
In general.
For rolling.
Oh,
yes. The fail portion of this is really bad. Where are we teleporting?
That's a good question.
Exactly.
You should probably ask that.
That's maybe the first question you should ask if you are interested in teleportation.
And then, are you a licensed contractor? Because if they're not a licensed contractor, you can't call the BBB on them.
I have... Okay. So the fail stuff on this is the machine backfires, and I would take a damage, and then I pick up all my onboard cards without activating them. That would be terrible. I need to make this. I need to make this. Otherwise, I'm going to get wrecked. Okay, so...
Get wrecked.
Should I go down 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3. That means I would at least need to get 3. I would at least need to get a 2.
Do it.
Okay.
That's what I did last time. Because I figured I should at least
If this doesn't work, I'm going to be so sad, everyone.
You went down 3?
Yes, I did.
Good luck.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
You had that easy. What was your deal?
It's always so nerve-wracking for me. So much bad stuff happens. And for my success, I get to teleport to the space of my choice. Which, that's not as exciting.
I mean, you're teleporting. I mean, could you have a worse day? I mean, that's pretty chill. If I actually got to teleport for real, I mean, I would use that ability. At least once.
I mean, you know what? Let's go with that. Let's teleport to any space, because we can teleport to any space.
She teleports out of the game.
I'm like, peace, everyone, I'm gone. We're going to teleport over here.
Okay, yeah.
Because I feel like, why not, right? You're like a 2 for, or maybe not. Yeah, no, there's fine, because I'm still 1 and 1. I'm out of range for those 2. I'm watching you 2.
Pick another event.
Oh, a pirate's life for me. Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. I get a blue power here for landing on this.
So Thomas is one of the characters in the game. He's like an engineer, but he's like a goblin engineer because his experiments either work or blow you up. just for background.
Fatal paper cut. You can literally teleport anywhere you want. Cat. You know what? This isn't really that exciting.
Right? She is hard to impress.
Thomas discarded prototypes travel Iraqi together on Sand Skimmer. A seacraft repurposed to glide over the desert sands. A flag boasting a skull and 2 crosses. Batteries flaps in the breeze, cresting over a ridge just up ahead. Oh, so they're like sand pirates. That's really cool.
I mean, you've seen sand pirates before. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
So I can choose one. I can join the crew, which I'm not going to read what happens, or I can assault the craft.
Are you going to become a pirate, or are you going to attack the pirates?
I mean, I feel like it's a sand pirate. I'm from Arizona. I feel like that's right in line with me, right?
You know, sand pirates are basically just cowboys.
No! Why'd you have to say that?
Their ship is just a horse.
Why did you have to say that? I don't want to be a sand pirate cowboy. That's not how that works.
No choice.
Jawas. I thought I smelled cabbage, right? I'm out.
Oh, that's true. You are basically joining up with some Jawas. They just roll up. You're like, I guess I'll join them.
Oh, okay. I'm going to join the crew because the card is literally a pirate life for me. So
I'm just going to say the Mandalorian handled his Jawas thusly.
So
he just casually just threw a couple of them off the top.
That's very true. Joining the crew, I would discard one item. If I do, transport to any space within range 3.
Just keep it going, I guess, yeah.
We're just going to keep this rolling. Let's do this. All right, but I have to discard a card.
Which is fine.
I'm going to discard a Dreamstone.
Yeah.
And I can go any 3 space.
The Bayou event.
I need to watch out for this guy up here, though, because I don't want to stay right here because he looks really mean and nasty, and he's aggressive, and he's armored, and he has critical damage, and I'm not happy about that, okay?
You could actually go to the dojo, too.
Hey, you know what? Regular teleportation, not as exciting. Pirate teleportation or riding, the sands all the way over. Yeah.
Riding that sand horse?
No, not sand horses.
Get along, little doggies.
Super interesting, okay? Any 3 spaces away. That's right. So we were right here, and I'm going to go here.
Excellent.
All right. So we're going to go over to the bayou. I'm just touring. I'm touring Hara. I'm seeing all the sights.
Energy is really good.
I'm seeing all the sights. I'm looking at all the things, okay? Front row danger. The swampy bunch uses the band as a cover to access a highly protected area and catch their targets while they're vulnerable. The party, however, is always a great time. Hold on.
The Swampy Bunch, you've heard of them.
So let me get this straight. Where was I first? I went to a teleportation device, which landed me in front of some pirates.
And now you're hanging out with the Swampy Bunch.
And now I'm hanging out at a party, at a sweet party.
Yeah.
I'm liking Hara so far. This sounds like a nice little tour. That's all I'm saying. I feel like this is going very well. However, I don't have nearly as much spirit as I had before.
She's got spirit. How about you?
I need to hit a 6. And I'm really, really nervous about this. This is probably not going to be super great if I don't make this. And
I'm surprised
I feel
you
like
just
I'm going to
kept
have to
going
spend
with it.
all of my spirit. 1, 2, 3. That would leave me with 1.
And you gotta get a 3
And
or
I would
higher.
have to get a 3 or higher.
The Swampy Bunch, yeah. We were pretty good. We just didn't have a lead singer.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Yes! I got it. What's the good stuff? Hold on.
You probably should have looked at that.
I didn't look at any of the good or bad stuff. I just thought I wanted to do it, okay? So, success. You enjoy the whole show without a knife in your back. Gain 1 dreamstone. Well,
Oh, you got your Dreamstone
sometimes
back.
you gain a dreamstone, you get rid of a dreamstone. It happens.
That was an incredibly powerful turn for you. You just flittered around like a butterfly and just got a bunch of stuff.
That was an incredibly amazing group of cards that I just happened to run into.
Those are the nicest events. I lost the first 3 events I did, and so it went definitely differently for me last time we played.
I needed it because honestly, I don't have a whole lot of other extra stuff that I can do.
You definitely needed it. You needed to be light years ahead of me in energy. You needed that.
All right, I don't want to stick over there for that one over there. And I'm going to move up to 2 here. I'm going to go 1, 2 in the dojo, and then I'm going to end my turn there because you can end your turn early. Now this one was in my hand, and it's going to go on board for me, and this one was on board, and it's going to turn to the in-hand power, and my turn is over. I can gain 3 health and or spirit, so I'm going to do both.
Well, it's
Is it a combination of them?
3, yeah.
I'm going to do, actually I'm going to do 3 spirit just overall because I'm like super, super low in spirit.
Yeah, it's
now,
and or. So now,
what happens, Dr. Gloryhougdd?
Now that we are done with Dusk on day 1, the world shifts because that's what happens when you got too much energy, right?
There's too much energy. The
Have you
world
seen
is
a kid
shifting around.
with too much energy? All they do is shift around. That's all they do. Perennials. When the great forest split, the bayou turned to song and Okamore turned to silence. Naturally, when Enoch sought out his retribution, he spread his spores in Okamore, where the soil was hungry for anything that would feed it. Warped by pain and poison, monstrosities bloomed. There is a melody left in those trees for those brave enough to hear it, but it is not a happy one.
Hold on, so the world isn't fully shifting, is it? What's happening?
Switch.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Switch the location of Okamore and the dojo, keeping their orientations the same. So I'll pull out the dojo.
Okay, which one's Oakenmore?
Oakenmore is the one that says Okamore on it. It's very
Oh, right here.
complicated.
Okay, there it is.
So like now I am in the middle where I was not before. So like I could potentially end up in the range of monsters I don't want to be. And
this
now you're
is the
way off
crazy
the
part
edge.
of this. Yesterday, I landed in front of 3 giant. No, it was more than 3. There was 4 giant monsters on the board. No, there was more. I was surrounded by monsters. It was not cool. All right.
So the player with the least total energy may choose to prove their worth. So.
How many energy do you have?
I only have 3,
2, 4, 6.
4, 5. So I have the least amount.
Barely. Okay.
But
It's all downhill from here.
I have to hit a 6 though.
You have to hit a 6?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you have like no spirit right now.
Oh, for real.
Well,
Calm down. All right,
I mean, you have a very light amount of spirit. You're not very spirited. You're a little tired.
I got it.
Oh,
I got it.
With your 1 spirit you used?
I used 2 spirit. Calm down. So success. Keep this card in your inventory while on a space in Oakenmore. Your attacks with a single target deal +1 damage.
Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice.
It is actually really nice.
Absolutely.
So I've got perennials. Like they're just like really good flowers. Start slapping people around.
Oh, Dr. Gloryhound's band in college.
Now,
that's right.
You forgot to do it, but you could use your well rested.
Oh, thank you so much.
Since you're the second, so if you're the second, third, or fourth player, you get actual special bonuses. You can
1
use
health and 1 spirit.
Once per phase, right? Once per day or night.
Yeah.
You can, I mean, once per round, I should say. And so you gained your health and spirit.
Yep. Okay. And then I'm going to pass it to you.
So now we switch, because now I'm going to be the second player and she's going to be the first player. And we are on Dawn. So now we're going to flip out a new one. So monsters go on 2. You want to handle your 3 and I'll handle...
Oh, yeah, sure. So this is an event. It's going to go face down. We have an event, which is going to go face down.
So since 2's already filled, it goes to the next lowest spot.
And this is a monster. So you get a nice little monster. You get the Bass Hunter.
Well, I get this guy, too.
Oh, and this Lichen. Oh, they're so cute. They're Lichen lichens. Oh my goodness! Look at it.
Does that mean they're like necromancers?
No. They're like little werewolf. They're little moss werewolves.
Yeah, moss werewolves.
They're little moss wolves. They're so cute.
So the replayability on this is pretty good because there's 2 events from every stack that you pull out. So that's some cards you're pulling out. There's 6 total characters which all play completely differently, and realistically, when you play this 6 over 6 rounds or less, you're not going to hit every event or every monster.
And you take some out every turn, right? Or every time.
You take out some events.
Yeah, you take out some events. So there's some still in the box,
You've got all these different items. There's a stack of World Shift cards. There's a big stack of Dusk cards. And once you do this is just the versus mode. If you do the co-op, each individual character has 3 campaigns they can do. They can do a solo campaign, a 2-player campaign, or a 2+ player campaign. And they all have very different things, depending on what you're wanting to do.
So this here is the item.
They're making fun of how you said lichen.
Oh, really?
Lichen. Lichen.
So this is the item stack. This is a full deck of items that you can earn throughout the game. And I'm just going to go through really quick and show them how many cards are actually in this. This is the Dusk ones that we do that are like special monsters that come out whenever we get into Dusk here. And do you want to grab me the
even the world shift? There's more world shifts in here than you'd ever use in one game.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're never going to see every card out of any stack.
Because you only pull 6 of these every time.
Yeah, so it's kind of like one of those things you won't see every one of them every single time. And then with the ability to play versus or multiple ways of playing co-op where you're playing, and there's 3 different corrupted that you play against too, so there's 3 different boss monsters that might be in here.
These cards here too that we're using, we're going to get more of these as we start leveling up through here, as we start getting more energy in the different colors here. So like the whole thing upgrades as you go. I really, really like that part. Don't feel bad whenever I say objective. My eye twitch. Objective.
Whenever Tom says it.
Oh, whenever Tom says it. Now I'm gonna have to go back and like specifically listen to that sound bite now and see how he says it.
I'm sure there's like one of those remixes on it where it's just like a song just of him saying objection.
Objection. Well, These little lichens are so cute.
Lichens? Lichen?
The lichens? The lichens?
It's a lichen.
The lichen lichen?
Mm-hmm.
Lichen?
It's a lichen lichen.
Liking the lichens.
You were liking the lichens. Got it. You nailed it. We all have our things. I used to say specific.
I wouldn't. You won't unhear it. That's true.
I used to say Pacific for everything. I'm like,
That's very true.
Pacifically.
That's very true.
Drove people nuts.
Okay. So I get to go first.
Yes, if you will.
I'm the way the heck over here.
Is that an actual spot?
The
way the heck over
way
here?
the heck over here. I mean, it was good at the time, but it is not good right now. I need to move somewhere, and a bunch of my move cards are like, I just don't have them. Because of the way that my cards have been flipped at this time, I wasn't expecting to be way out where there was nothing. You know?
I do know.
I mean, I could try these and try that. And I think that might work there.
I don't have enough good cards to
so
kill everybody.
I'm going to use my Ember Dance, and I'm going to move one. So I'm going to move one up here because I need to go somewhere. I need to get somewhere and do something, okay?
Your character doesn't reset at all, right? My character actually resets back to 4
No, my
grit.
character does not reset.
I always start off with 4 grit at the beginning of the dawn.
I will lose mana because I can get a maximum of 5, and then I will need to be able to get my mana back by using how much heat I've collected through the game.
Yeah, we're see where my grit, I've got 4, and then if I ever need to use more,
And
I start losing health.
Yeah, they operate. Oh, each character operates a little differently, which I think is really interesting. And they still made it like these really simple cards here that you could end up just moving up and down and left and right and stuff like that in order to get the values that you want out of that, which I really, really like.
Hey, did you wash the clothes, or did you go make groceries?
No, I washed the
We have a buddy who
clothes.
says that all the time. He's like, let's go make groceries. And I'm like, we're not making the food. We're just going to go buy some groceries.
And then I'm going to use this Falling Star. I'm going to deal 2 damage. Oh, this one here. Actually, this one, sorry, cost me 1 mana. I need to go down 1 mana because it's going to buff me 1. And then this is going to deal 2 damage at range 3. Costs 1 mana. I'm going to roll. Oh my gosh, my mana is going down so fast. I'm going to need to like get some heat up in here. And the rolling is a little overkill. I mean, we're gonna focus on this Ice Phoenix, I think. Okay, so I only got the 3. He still goes down. I get 2 of the blue. 1, 2. My whole plan of getting my red up first is not working out. And I get card number...
Number 9. So card number 9 is the Ice Phoenix Down. So that's one of the feathers. And if you discard it, if you would be defeated, you may discard this card to return to your spawn value for health and spirit instead. Oh, wow. So you basically get to resurrect with this card.
Heck yes.
If you're going to be knocked out instead,
I'm going to need that later.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm going to like hunt down an Ice Phoenix now that I know that.
And then I'm going to go ahead and gain 1 heat. And then if I'm at 3 or more heat, I could deal 1 damage to every other target on my current tile, which I'm not going to do. That costs 1 mana. Well, this card cost me 1 mana. So I'm going down. I'm like bleeding mana here. I need to get some mana, but I do got some heat. So that's going to be helpful overall. All right. This one here was on the board. It's going to go in my hand. This was on the board. It's going to go in my hand. And this one was in hand, so I'm turning it to the on board side. But today we're playing with those inner hands. Okay. I think that's it. My turn's over.
Bum, bum, bum. Monsters attack.
I did all the things.
Do you have any monsters near you? You do not.
No,
Not
I
that are
don't.
close enough.
I
I do. I do. So I'm going to need to kill some monsters.
Number 9. Let's see here.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use Bear Friend again to get that +1. It's going to cost me a grit. I'm going to do 2 damage range 1, which costs me a grit. And I'm just going to end up doing...
Are you going to hurt those poor little lichens there?
No, I'm going to actually take out this Bass Hunter.
Okay.
Who's got
Because those guys are too cute.
This Bass Hunter actually has like a base with him. It's pretty cool. So he actually ends up dying, so I get a green and a red. So I'm going up my nature and my fire energy.
Oh, you're close to getting your fire
16.
energy. Dang it, everyone. I almost said 9 Inch Nails, but then I was like, nah, That's a good. I like.
So
your
this is
stuff.
Mark of the Hunter. You may ignore the monster keyword armored, which really
armored
good.
means that you can't fire ranged attacks at them.
Oh, and I actually already get a +1 for where I'm at right now. So actually, because I'm in the Oakenmorn, I forgot that I have this perennials. So I actually would get 3 damage there. So I actually probably could. Oh, no, I don't.
You don't have another one
I
to
don't
get
have it.
the
I only
little
have
lichens?
like that one attack card. My other attack card is unfortunately flipped.
This is like a really rough area to be in. You don't want to be right here because this monster would attack you. This one, and those guys.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1, 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
But you have to stop at the event.
Oh, well, where am I at?
Right here?
Is that right there? Oh, you're right. Okay, I'll just stop there. I was going to try to stop there and do some shenanigans.
Be careful, though, because you're going to get attacked from here.
He only attacks for 1, where these other guys attack for more.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my move card. All right, so let's move up blue.
Ooh.
Haruken's Wrath over the crashing thunder.
I'm sorry, was it Hadouken? Oh, no.
It is.
Hurricane's Wrath.
Hurricane's Wrath. Over the crashing thunder, you hear the commanding voice of Hurricane. Storm incarnates, challenge you to withstand his fury. Choose 1. Flee to safety and lose 3 spirit, then move 1. Or face the storm, take 3 damage, and gain 2 gold energy.
You know what? The 2 gold energy is nice.
I'm just going to go ahead and withstand the storm.
You're going to face the storm?
I'm going to beat my chest. Withstand the storm. I'm going to hide behind my bear. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get behind the bear and be like, oh man, it's real windy out here, guys. How you doing, bud?
Your poor bear. That's so mean.
Calm down. Calm down. Okay, that
Your bear has feelings too.
He's a war bear. He's ready.
What's your bear's name?
Kuma.
Kuma?
Like Puma.
I thought you were going to say Jimmy or something.
No, he has an actual name. They thought this through already. All right, so what I've done now is since I've hit this milestone here, I actually get to take one of my red cards, there's 2 of them, and put it into my hand, which is like an upgrade. I'm leveling up my character. So I can do Upheaval, which is moving and doing damage. On the other side, it is choosing targets and transporting them. So a lot of movement there. And World Slide, switch the location of the world you're currently on with another world, keeping the orientations the same.
Oh, that's good. That's really cool. You wouldn't even have to move. You just get like teleported around.
I'm gonna try this World Slide.
That World Slide is cool. I didn't see that come out last time.
Yeah, I didn't end up getting it last time. I got it at the end of the game when I just won. So I was like,
that's really neat.
All right, so I did my 3 actions.
You can straight up slide the world around. What the heck, Dr. Gloryhougnd?
What? What's the thing? I am one with the earth, okay? Get over it.
Oh, so let's hear. I have a friend from Minnesota, and she says how they say rubber binder there for rubber band. So they say rubber band or rubber binder instead of rubber band? That's so crazy. Dialect is so crazy. I went to Kentucky, and I could barely understand some of the people there because of that. And like I've lived in Texas before and stuff, so like I've heard a harsh Southern accent, but that like backwatery sort of like really tiny small town, and they developed like their own dialects almost and everything is really, really hard to understand. Very, very interesting. Language is interesting, everyone. So interesting.
So we actually got our first rift. Now rifts are basically magical spots where you can go and try to close them and gain energy. There's always a gift of energy you get by just going on the rift. Because so excess energy that leaks out, and then you can try to close it.
We just went into Dusk.
Yep. And is that the same one? It is. That's the bayou again. And it's on number 1?
It's number 1. It's right there.
Let's look at all that. All that is just...
Ooh, look at all those sweet red rifts over there.
We're done.
What else did you put down? Just those 2?
No, I put down
I was going to say, you're supposed to do 3, right?
Stag.
Oh, he looks fantastic. Look at him. Oh, he's fancy. Look at that. He's like doing some sort of pose or something with a giant horn.
He's a fancy boy.
Yes, he is a fancy boy. He's a fancy boy, everyone.
So fancy. So we are in Dusk, so it is up to you. This is your
It is my turn.
chance.
It is my turn. That's like saying goose with extra steps. Okay, so let's see. I'm from Virginia Beach, and the only thing I can think of that we say is I'm weak for things that crack us up. Really?
I'm weak? Yeah. Well, what is it like?
Okay.
I've heard Vincent say it before because he's from England. And what do they say when you're ill? You say, like, it's not like I've taken ill, but they say something whenever they're sick. They don't say, I'm sick. Now I can't remember what it is, of course.
I don't know. Let's see here.
I love watching like BBC though, like the British Broadcasting Channel, and just seeing you know, English words, but just being used differently.
I'm so far away from everyone.
Like hop on the trolley, or I went down to the grocery, or I popped down to the shop to get a lolly. You went to the grocery store and you got a popsicle. That kills me. A lolly. I don't know why that kills me so much. I love hearing that when someone's like, oh, I got some lollies. And I'm like, you mean popsicles?
This is terrible because I really want to like with this character, they have a few cards that have AoE damage on them, and if you are able to be in like the right place at the right time, you can damage several monsters, and I love doing that. And I work like on the majority of the game just trying to get that thing to happen because I really, really enjoy it. Doesn't always work out for me.
Oh, we almost skipped my monster turn. I would have taken 1 damage here,
Oh, okay.
but I'm going to actually block it with this.
Okay. I think I'm going to...
Get me like tuned into like my next turn.
I know. I'm excited.
Like ready for my next turn already.
I'm going to have to move 2 though because I'm just not in range of anything.
The nice thing too, this would be really easy to paint because there's only 6 hero characters and 3
Well,
corrupted.
that's true. So I'm going to move
only 9 minis.
to 2. And I deal 1 damage to all other targets within range.
Absolutely brilliant.
So I'm going to... Wow, these... I feel like I'm going to steal a bunch of stuff from you, Dr. Gloryhougd, so I apologize in advance for this, okay? And then I'm going to deal 1 damage at range 3, so that's 2 damage, and then I'm going to choose another monster.
I like Go on Holiday. I like that too.
To deal damage to. So these 3 here, I'm going to Scorch, do a Falling Star, and then I'm going to do a sweet little Ember Dance like this.
So instead of doing like a rain dance, you're like over here calling down like fire instead?
Yeah. No,
Nice.
absolutely. I do like my Ember Dance, and then the Falling Star comes down, and the Earth is Scorched. It's like, whew.
You do your Ember Dance, and some girl named Amber comes over and she says, what, did you call me? Oh, you did a misstep.
Ember Dance.
Yeah.
Ember, not
If you
Amber.
mess that up, though, Amber shows up, and she's like, what do you want? She just gets mad.
So this little monkey, the Hear No Evil looking monkey guy.
Give him his name. His name is very easy to say.
Kikazaru. Yeah, Kikazaru. I may steal 1 spirit from any other player. Haha, joke's on me. Dr. Gloryhound doesn't have any spirit.
No spirit.
But I do get 1 red, and I get 1 gold, which I'm going...
I have speed stick, though.
I want to move up my red one really
so
bad. But I think I'm going to move up my blue, because that's going to give me an automatic card for that gold one.
Card.
Yeah. So that guy's going to go away. We're going to put Scorch back in my hand as an onboard. We're going to put this one in my hand as an onboard, and this one in my hand as a in-hand card, and then I get to choose out of my blue cards. Okay.
So you do that. I'm going to go ahead and start my turn. You don't have any monsters within range of you, so you are okay. You're doing okay.
I'm doing just okay.
That's so interesting.
Right?
Now I'm just thinking like what my character can do is pretty crazy.
Well, going through these cards and stuff, I didn't get a chance to do a bunch of the blue cards last time, so I'm curious to see how this works. Because you have to read like both sides of it and see exactly what all of it does, you know?
Right. I'm going to do, Bear Friend for free because it's just gain 1 health and gain 1 spirit for free. So now I have spirit.
This card is so crazy, everyone. Oh my gosh.
Now I have spirit. And I'm actually going to use my well-rested to gain a health and spirit also.
So, I didn't know this, but Kabuki is saying Mizaru is See No Evil, and then Iwazaru is Speak No Evil.
There you go.
And so I did not realize that. I did not know that. Well, now I'm curious to see if they have all of them here in the deck. Like, that would be really interesting, right? His spirit was broken a long time ago, says Bad Cry.
That's true.
Oh,
That's true.
Oh, let's see here.
I can like move somewhere, but I don't want to like get smacked in the face area.
Okay, I think I need this Blast Wave card though. Because this is going to allow me to get more heat, and I need more heat right now, everyone. I am not hot enough, okay?
Oh, all right, I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to use Landslide, and I'm going to go ahead and move myself 1 space in any direction. I'm going to go 1 space here. And then I'm going to go ahead and dash, which is perform the following effects in whichever order you want. Move and deal 1 damage, range 1. I'm going to actually move here. He's aggressive, so he immediately is going to do 2 damage. Right. I'm going to go ahead and use this to reduce it to 1 damage. So go down to 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and steal 3 damage, range 0, cost 2 grit. So that's all my grit, but that was the last card I'm playing this turn anyways.
Yeah, Kabuki, I did not realize that the monkeys specifically had names. I had no idea because I don't know a whole lot about the the backstory and stuff like that.
This has other gods in it too, because it had like Theros gods in it. We were talking about it had Erebos and
not Theros gods.
Well,
gods,
that's
just
what they are in Magic the Gathering.
Gods in general, like.
So I gain 2 spirits and I gain 2 green energy, which is that's a new card. That's a new card. Did you get your new card?
Yes, I did. I got my blue card.
All right, so let's see what green one I can get. Which one did you end up picking up?
I ended up picking up Blast Wave. In my hand, I can move up to free for 1, but the onboard power for it here, I would gain a heat, then I would choose a player or a corrupted within a range of 3, including yourself, and move that target spaces equal to my heat. So that gives me the ability to move things away from other things, like better position things, or if I can't run up on something to get it towards me. And I think that's really important on the board right now, because sometimes with everything moving, I can be in this place this turn, and then all of a sudden I'm like I was last turn where I just got stuck off away from everything whenever I was moved. And I was like, no, I want to be closer to everything. I need more stuff. Why doesn't the game give me more stuff, everyone?
Why, oh, why? So that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Because I can't do anything else. So I am going to get attacked from over here because he is within range 1, unfortunately.
Well, he's Dragon the Curse. Like, so what do you expect?
Use that again and still take a damage.
You went right over to Dragon, who is not happy.
I wasn't, like, over by him.
He's not very happy,
I'm near him.
Dragon is not having a good day overall. Okay? I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect, sir?
So now we're going to do the world shift.
Okay. World shift. What's happening?
Music of the Bayou. Once a part of the Great Forest, the Bayou is now home to musical plants and a group of assassins pretending to be a bluegrass band.
What?
Switch the location of the Bayou and the dojo, keeping their orientations the same.
The Bayou is a rough place to be. Like, you're like, oh, we're going to go to the Bayou and it's going to be nice. And nope.
Just the musical assassins.
Bayou's going to wreck you. Yes. Yes, right next to the Bayou.
All right, and then it says, all players gain 1 green energy, and the player with the least total energy gets to add an additional gold energy, which is a wild energy. I am at 6, 5,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I'm at 13.
Yeah.
So you get a free random energy.
Free energy. I'm all about some free energy.
Then all players gain 2 health.
Okay.
And if you were at max health, you'd gain energy instead already.
And so let's hear.
That's actually not bad. That was a pretty good one.
Petter says Magic the Gathering is the only way to remember the old gods. That's
true.
Messed up.
That's true. Yeah,
messed up.
Whenever they were talking about Nyx and Erebos, I'm like, oh, that's the god of the underworld.
And I was like, yeah, but like they're regular gods, goddesses and stuff.
There's some. All right, so we're going on to Dawn 3. So we've gone
Games
through
of Fire.
Part of the game. All right, where's my?
Oh, it's right here.
Over there now.
So now we're in Dawn. Oh, we changed cards here. Make sure you get your well-rested bonus. Okay, good. There you go.
All right, so I'm gonna get to go first. So I'm gonna put out this event. I'm gonna put out this monster on 3.
I will do this one here.
This monster will go
on 3, and since it's not on 3, it's gonna go on 2.
I'll do this event.
You already did this
3.
one? Okay.
No, I did not. I did not do this one.
Okay, and this one's a monster.
Yep.
And 3, so is it gonna go to 1 then?
Yes. Goes to the lowest one.
A carnivorous nether beast. Oh, he looks real cute too.
Oh, look at this blue riffling.
Look at this cute little carnivorous beast. He's so cute.
This is the blue riffling. This is the one you didn't want to kill last night.
I know, the blue riffling, because he becomes an ally. So first off, the creature becomes an ally if you just walk on top of him and gives you
hold on. First
gives you like 2 health. You just walk over there and he's like, here, have some health, man.
You don't walk on top of somebody to become a friend. You walk over to him and he will join you and give you a bonus. But
I'm just saying, you come over here and you walk over to this card, okay?
That's awesome, Games of Fire.
Hey, Games of Fire, you know what?
The more you live stream, the more you just realize that it doesn't matter.
the nervousness does eventually go away, and
Unless you're by yourself, then you'll get really nervous again.
it does eventually go away. It just takes a little bit of time, Games of Fire. No problem, though. Good job, though, for streaming again. Absolutely. Let's see here.
Okay, I'm just looking at what I can do.
Okay.
All right, so, because I'm going to go ahead and go first.
You get to go first.
Yeah, because we did all of that. So we flipped our world cards. I am going to...
There's so much cool stuff on this side, and I'm really sad about all of the stuff moving away from me all the time.
Gosh, I really don't want that to happen, though.
What's that, Dr. Gloryhoundd? While you're doing that, I'm going to get my well-rested bonus. No, wait, I'm going to wait, because in case I get hit with something.
Gosh, that is rough. Like, I have to get within super close range to fight that person right there.
Yeah, Petters. Okay, so let's see here. Games of Fire says, how do you like this game? Games of Fire, I really, really like this game. It's incredibly simple to get into, and it's very tactical and strategic. I love the story behind everything. There's nothing bad I can really say about this. I love that there's a world shift throughout the game, so where everything's at is changing the entire time you are playing the game, which is amazing. Like, I really, really like this. I'm surprised that this has not gotten more buzz and stuff like that. Like, it did well on its Kickstarter, but this deserves more love because this is a really good game. The art is fantastic. I mean, so good, so good. Let's see here. Yeah, and if you tell stories about bikes, you can't be nervous at all after that.
Yeah.
If you embarrass yourself enough with one thing, like you never get embarrassed ever again.
That's pretty true, actually.
Games of Fire still hasn't watched the video where Dr. Gloryhoundd got left alone.
It was a problem. It was a problem.
Oh my gosh. You know what, Games of Fire too? The other day I was like, oh my gosh, like I was going to go watch your stuff and then I completely forgot. And I was like, no, I subscribed, but I need to catch one for sure. I will be there. Absolutely. Yeah, it was, Dr. Gloryhoundd's stuff was quite the entertaining show. It was quite the entertaining show.
I'm going to go ahead and do 2 damage at range 1, plus use Barefin to get extra damage. So I'm going to go ahead and actually do this one here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to...
Did you gain the 2 health for the little rift?
Well, I'm going to discard, because you have to discard to do that. So I'm going to gain 2 health with this one. So let me do my health real quick. I'm going to go up to 9. I've spent all 3 of my cards because none of these are actually free. They are not. This one says I gain 1 red, 1 blue, and then a wild. Actually, that's actually really good.
That is really
red,
good.
Blue and wild. I'm going to move my blue up 1. Another one. Oh, that's actually like really good.
No,
Herald
absolutely. For a 3 card for having a 3 monster and then getting 3 different types of energy off of that, like that's really, really good.
And then, of course, what would happen is monsters would attack. And this monster is within range of me of 1.
The carnivorous nether beast, the cute little nether beast.
So he does 3, right? And then if he gets the critical, I lose spirit. So let's roll for the critical. So the critical has to be, what, a 5 or 6 to trigger critical?
You know what?
Right? It is.
Yeah. 5 or 6.
Of course I did it. So I'm going to lose 2 spirit. So I'm going to go down to 2 spirit here. Literally. I need to keep...
And you get hit for 3? Ouch.
Well, I'm going to use this last one here to get rid of this last little bit.
Okay.
And go ahead and only take 2, which I gained 2. So
well, that's not too bad.
I'm back at... It's still bad, but it is.
On Sundays, I play games with chat. Okay, absolutely. What time do you play games with chat on Sundays? Because if we can catch it, like, before our stream, that would be fantastic. And then, let's see here. Y'all should stream Robinson Crusoe. I bet that would be a riot. We actually have picked that up, and it's on our shelf of opportunity right now. Because it was one that we really, really wanted to play. We just haven't had a chance to get it yet. Like, get to it yet. I'm so excited.
Word. It is your go.
Okay. Let's see here. Who do I have near me? So...
Nobody good.
Bick the Flame Thief. Oh, this guy is cool looking too. What the heck?
Do you realize what his name is? Is Bick? Which
yeah.
is Bick is the lighter company?
Like as in the lighter company, yeah. And he's a flame thief. Let's see, I'm going to enable...
Because everyone always steals your lighter. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
The guy's so cute. Oh my gosh.
I like how there's some like ties into like really gods and stuff like that from like old world gods and everything. And then you also have some random stuff in there like Bick, the lighter thief.
All right, I don't have a lot of mana, and that's a problem. So let's see here.
16.
I don't think I'm anywhere near anybody that can actually like attack super well is my problem. I need something that's going to give me back my heat. That's going to allow me to move for 3.
So your Robinson Crusoe's all blinged out. That's pretty cool, Kabuki. Like, we got it for super cheap. I want to say for like $30 or something, because it was like a store's going out of business thing. It was a store had bought another store, and then when they were going to move them, they sold a whole bunch of stuff, and then they ended up just closing it anyways. This was like 2 years ago, or at least over a year ago. So we got it for really inexpensive because it was used. And so I do still try to pick up deals on used games because as long as the pieces are there, I don't care if it's already been cracked open. And I've heard really good things about it.
I want to get over to these people over here, Dr. Gloryhoundd, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get over there.
Do you want me to shift tiles for you?
If you could, please. Just shift the world around underneath my feet for me, please.
If you could just give me your energy, I'll do that. I'm going to need some energy. If you could just give me 5 of every energy, that would be perfect.
So here, and 1, 2, 3. That's a range of 3. That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, that would not be too bad.
If I move 1, the free means that's a free action. So then
It doesn't count against your 3 activations.
Doesn't count against my 3 activations. So I can move like that.
And you did it. You did it.
Oh yeah. Step 1. Then
That's always great when you can pick up something on a garage sale. Oh, you picked it up at the garage sale in Tempe. That's funny. So when you're out here visiting. Nice. Yeah, that's the, I was going to say that's the one downside. That's one of the things that kind of stinks is that we used to go to Arizona Game Fair, used to do a bunch of flea markets. And so we have some games that we would trade, right? We would try to sell some and then buy new ones to kind of keep the rotation kind of going with new games. And unfortunately, they haven't done one of those in a long time.
yeah.
So we're getting to have a lot of games that I would like to trade out for some new games.
I'm going to move.
There's not enough room on my shelves.
1 more here. And this is going to give me a +1 to my damage here. It does reduce my mana.
It's always nice when you get a bonus expansion. When I sold Smash Up, and I had the big geeky box. I had gotten like the Smash Up International Game Day stuff too. I had probably like 3 or 4 of the smaller box expansions that had 4 different characters in it, you know. Had all that, and I think I sold it for very inexpensive, but I sold it to somebody that was like 16, 17, and they were so excited to get to play Smash Up. They're like, oh, I played my friend's copy once. It was so good. I can't wait to get this game to my friends. So I just sold it to him for super cheap. And we threw in an extra box of Munchkin because we had a lot of Munchkin sitting around because of the stuff she's done with Steve Jackson for years, all the demoing. They pay you in product usually to demo. And it was just so cool to get to pass along a game like Smash Up that is a fun game, but we played it so much whenever we first got it. It was one of our gateway games, one of the first games we got that first year we got into gaming. And it was so much fun to give that to somebody else that has like barely scratched the surface of that and to be like, here you go. And they got all these expansions with it. I'm always a big fan of that. And that's what I really like about the garage sales, being able to pass on games to people that are really excited about and really want to play them, and then picking up things that you haven't bought because they're too expensive or you weren't able to at the time, all that kind of good stuff.
I'm going to attack.
Oh, I love it when you get like an accidental custom insert as a surprise in your stuff.
Ooh.
That's always good.
I'm going to attack the Herald of the Stag, and I can do this at a range of 3. It deals 2 damage, and then I already have a +1 from the Ember one that I used.
Okay.
So that I'm going to be able to take out the Herald of the Stag here.
Okay, what happens with him?
I get 1 green.
1 blue, and then 1 wild.
1 green, 1 blue, and 1 wild. Let's do 1 wild here. I'm going to get a whole bunch of cards this time because I passed my red one, and now I'm on my green one as well. Each member of my team gains 2 health and 1 spirit. I needed that for sure because I have like no spirit.
Your health is maxed out.
No spirit. I'm not very spirited
You're
right
very strong,
now.
though. You are stronger than me, and I'm a resilient character.
I'm going to put this next to me so I remember that I have cards I need to get. Because I'm going to get my special power, which I'm going to go over here in a minute. And I still have 1 more card that I can play. Their range is 0, so that's not too bad. I think I might actually move Okay, yeah, let's do this one here, and I'll move one. Okay. I'm going to pick up these. I'm going to put them in my hand. So this goes in hand. This one goes in hand now. This one is going to be on board, and this one's going to be on board.
You're done with your turn?
Yes, but I do have a lot of stuff to collect. So I passed the red one here. So I'm going to get my red card, but don't I get... No, I get my red card, and then it's once you make it to the top, you get your special power.
Right. So what's going to happen? Something special happens this round.
But I'm going to get my red and green card.
So you pick those out, and I'll start populating the stuff for Dusk.
Okay.
So something special that happens on round 3 when you go in between Dawn and Dusk is you actually get your ultimate. So if you play your cards right, you can actually play your ultimate twice. So your ultimate is a discard card. You use it once, you discard it, and the only way to get it back is to max out for her red energy, for me, my green energy. And I'll go ahead and populate out the 3 Dusk cards.
Okay, I'm going to take Meteor and Wildfire.
2 on Oppenheimer.
Make sure they're both on their in-hand sides.
3 on the Dreamer. So that one's a minor blue rift.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to keep on showing everybody these lovely little monsters. They're so cute.
3 again, so that's gonna go on 4. Ooh, you got Yugen's Heart right here. Jurogen's Heart. Armored, critical, instead of dealing damage.
Oh, so pretty.
He heals you instead.
Which one?
It goes actually right here. That's the smallest number.
Look at these, everyone. They're so pretty.
Look at them. Look at them. Look at this.
You literally have to look at them. It's all you can do.
Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one, which is gain a health and a spirit for free. So you got 8 health, 3 spirit. Not very much spirit, but I have a lot of health this game, which is good. That doesn't usually happen.
I also agree. I would love to have a 3D printer. It's just one thing I haven't gotten into because there's so many cool game things you can print, like stuff to stack your cards in. I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff. But getting into the whole 3D printing thing, whole another hobby. It's a whole another hobby, everyone.
So that's a move. It's a move and a damage. That's damage. I thought I had a card, and it's probably on the auto side. Oh, it is. Where you can ignore the aggressive.
We're in our Dusk phase.
Yeah, where you can ignore the aggressive, which I would really like to ignore the aggressive because that guy could hurt me, and I don't want that. I don't want to be hurt.
Yes. Yeah, so Fatal Paper Cut, you should just go ahead and link your speech or something like that in our Discord channel so we can all watch it and then learn why we all need 3D printers, okay?
Wow. So I'm going to spend all my grit here and move 3 spaces instead.
Okay.
That's good, but bad. So 1, 2, actually, do I even need to do that?
I don't know. Do you need to do that?
Well, it's always a careful balancing act between how much you want to move versus... I can move 2 with both of these.
It's cool that there's an event here and that there's a little portal here, but there's also a lot of monsters there. There's also a lot of really big monsters there as well.
Okay, I'm guessing what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend 2 grit. No, I'm going to move 1.
The way that the powers ramp up throughout this game. So we're at mid-game now, at the very least. We could finish early.
I'm going to move 1 there. And I'm going to do 1 damage here with my dash.
Okay.
I can do up to 1 more action. So darkness is your ally, which is sweet. That's going to give me my going to get me my blue card.
Your last blue card?
No, it's going to give me a blue card.
Or a blue card.
So darkness is your ally. While scouring the crags of the drear, you overhear one Onari lecture another on technique. When you pull the dream out, try whispering something weird in its place, like, you forgot your floaties. The duo notices your laughter from the ridge. Choose 1. So they're dream stealers, and they're like, when you steal the dream, be like, you forgot your pool floaties.
That's so messed up.
So I can convince them that I'm an agent, or I can give these jerks a lessons in nightmare and then search the drear for a dream hunter and spawn it on your space. I'm going to do that. I'm going to search the drear for a dream hunter.
And then you're going to spawn it right on top of you, huh?
I'm going to try that. Huh. And there it is, right there. Dangerous. Oh, good. It only does 2.
And what does dangerous do?
It means they attack you after they're defeated.
Okay, it gets a final attack against you.
And I can only do 1 thing. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to use my You're Seeing Tectonics.
Oh,
right?
yes,
So I already did
where you
one
get to move
damage
stuff.
here. No.
Okay, I'm excited, right? No.
calm down.
Oh.
It's still my ultimate, so can you just be nice? Did you get your ultimate card, by the way?
No, not yet.
You should have got it. I already told you about it. Go ahead and get it.
Oh my gosh. I could have used that last turn.
No, you couldn't have. You get it right at dusk on the 3rd round.
Oh, okay, never mind.
All right, so deal 1
Give
damage.
me my Dawn Spear.
Are you done?
No.
Okay. Please continue.
Dawn Spear, Dawn Spear,
Okay.
Dawn Spear.
So Earth Sign Tectonics, right? So I'm going to do like a bear earthquake.
Okay.
So deal 1 damage to all targets within range 1, and then 2 damage to all other targets within range 2. This ability ignores armor. It costs 2 grit. So good thing I didn't use my grit. Targets in range 1 take a total of 3 damage from this ability.
Okay,
so he's going to take 3.
Plus he already had one on him, right?
Exactly. So I'm going to kill both of these.
Okay.
But this dangerous will hit me.
And you're going to kill this one too because it's
No,
in
he's
range
gotta
of 2, I thought you said?
So here, so deal 1 damage to all targets within range 1, and then 2 damage to all targets within range 2.
Oh,
yeah.
within range 1 and range 2,
1,
okay.
2. No, he's within 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I would kill him.
Yeah, I thought so.
1, 2.
But that's not enough.
No,
He's
it's
going to
not
be a 7 up
Wow,
here.
yeah, I'll kill all 3 of these
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
That sounds good.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh my gosh, you just had a huge turn on this.
But that was my ultimate. So I discard my ultimate. It goes back up here to my level up pile, and I can't use it again until I max
That
out
was
my green.
Huge turn for you, Dr. Gloryhoundd. Oh my
let's
gosh,
see
you're
what
going to
I
be
gain
close to
here.
winning, right?
So I'm going to gain 1 spirit from this one, from the jug blowers. And I'm going to gain a green and then number 11.
So what did you do? Did you run in there and slap the jugs out of their hands? Like,
no,
that
I
does
did
not...
a bear earthquake.
And then the jugs just broke and they're like, oh, we got to go home now.
I'm sure that's probably what happened. Listen, when a bear jumps up and does something enough to shake the ground, you just leave.
Oh my gosh.
So you know they just left. And so I ended up getting the Juggo Swamp Juice.
You know what? Games of Fire, don't even get me started about making dice. I want to make epoxy, like, resin dice and stuff like that. So freaking bad. But again, a whole nother hobby. Whole nother hobby that I would have to invest in and just get stuff and everything. And Dr. Gloryhound is about done with my hobbies, okay?
All right, so nice. I actually ended up, but this is dangerous. So he's going to do 2 damage back to me on the swing back. So I'm going to go down to 6.
You got a lot of different energies out of that,
So what ended up happening, I used my ultimate, but I'm going to get my blue because I passed my blue threshold.
Right.
And then I actually just hit my red threshold. So I get my second red card.
And you get your special one back? Oh, no, wait, you're green.
If
You're
I
a
get
green
my
one.
green up, right.
That's right, okay.
But I do get a blue, which I'm going to do Kuma's Might, I think, in hand.
I agree. 3D printing special components and stuff like that has always been something I've really liked. And I've had a bunch of people 3D print components for me that I know who have 3D printers. So I'll pay for whatever sort of items that they need for it. And then they end up making those items for me. Because the 3D printing hobby that they have for board game stuff is just amazing. They have so much cool stuff out there, everyone.
I'm doing so much stuff. And so my last action, since one of these was free, is to move.
Go on the blue rift.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're gonna get rifted.
And whoa, I'm gonna go ahead and spend all 4 spirit. I want to make sure I get this one.
100% make that. Yeah, I get that because you need this.
That was close. So that was 3 plus 4. That's 7. I actually make this, so I gain 2 blue energy. So I max out my blue.
Yeah.
So now I've unlocked everything except for my green.
That's super good for you. And you left it so I have nothing near me. So that's not going to be good.
I didn't even think about that. That is
not going to be
bonus.
good for me, everyone.
So as you can see, my hand that was 4 cards is now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So it got dramatically bigger. And at this point, if I can gain 3 green energy and then get back to the dojo, I'll win. Because I'm so eager. Character's so eager. So you can see how it typically shouldn't really go 6 rounds, but I wonder with like 4 players, this would get intense.
It probably would.
Because with 4 players, you would be putting out 5 dust cards instead of 3.
And especially with you,
it'd be hard to plan your turn.
It would be hard not to hit somebody in this game. Like even if you were trying to play an uber-friendly game.
Discarded.
And stuff, like, you would still just, with the sort of area control cards and everything, like, you would be hitting all sorts of people. They'd be knocked out and go back to the dojo. Like, it would be crazy.
I almost forgot the monster turn, too. So this one, I'd actually take 2 damage from this guy. So it wasn't without its cost. I think I lost, like, 4 health to do all that.
Yeah, but it was worth it for you, totally.
Well, yeah. I mean, that just shot me ahead.
Right.
At this point, with only 3 energy, like, an event could potentially just get me there.
All right, I got some stuff. So, spawn the card on top of my current world. Because I have the Dream Stones.
So my brother just bought one of those Prusa 3D printers. I don't know if he's got it yet, but he's super excited about it. And I'm excited about it because then I don't have to own it and I can hopefully have him print me stuff.
So I can spawn the top card of my current world tile on my space by using my Dreamstone. So for this one here, I would have a monster. No, wait, I have here. I'm at the bayou.
I would think every time I would 3D print something, I guess I would feel like I was in Star Trek, you know? I'd be like, T, hot. It's and it just like appears. I feel like it'd be like, and building something would be like, it'd make me feel like a god, which is what I need to go to my head.
Oh
I
my
have the powers of a god. Man, everybody's got a 3D printer besides us, apparently. You guys should
I think I'm going to use my Dreamstone.
If you guys all got together, you guys could 3D print us a new studio. We could use an extra couple hundred square feet.
I'm going to use my Dreamstone. I'm going to spawn this bayou monster right on top of me. Hopefully, it's not going to hurt me in the long run. We'll see.
Oh, it's a frogod.
Oh,
it's a frogod.
Oh, he's a little frog god. He's so cute. He's so cute.
A frogod.
He is dangerous, and he does do critical damage, okay?
So he's going to hit you after you defeat him and potentially do a critical to you. But you're going to get 3 energy and a number 20 card if you can beat him. Can you beat him?
If I can beat him.
Can you beat him?
We're going to see. We're going to see right now, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do here is choose a space within range of 2 and deal 2 damage to all other targets within that range 1 of that space. So I'm going to choose right here. I apologize, Dr. Gloryhougnd. You are in my meteor's way because I want to do 2 damage, choose a space within range 2, and deal 2 damage to all other targets within range 1. Oh no, so if I do it right here, then it's going to do within range 1 of everything.
So you'll hit yourself.
I think I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So that's 2 damage to all targets. I'm going to go down 2. 1, 2. Sometimes you have to take a little bit of, let's see, there's a reason why I'm a black
right.
player.
You play swamps.
That's right. There's a reason why I play swamps and magic.
As long as if you win at 1 health or 20 health, you win.
That's right. As long as you're winning, okay, it's gonna work out. So 2 and 2. We're gonna go ahead and use my Dawn Spear here to take out this guy here because this gains me 2 heat and then I get to deal damage equal to my heat. Oh, equal to my heat, though. So that might not work, because I was thinking for some reason 5.
You're going to gain 2 heat. What does it put you at? 3?
3.
So you're going to do another 3 damage?
4, 5.
You got him at 5 damage? Can you do
I would need
2?
2 more. I need 2 more damage, everyone.
Oh, that one's gained mana equal to your heat. You can do that one right there. That blue one. It says, move up to 2. You may choose to gain 1 heat. If you do, deal 1 damage to everybody within 1 space.
I need 2 more.
Right, but it would, because you would have gained an extra heat, so you would have done 4 damage instead of 3 with this Dawn Spear.
Okay, let's do that.
So we're just going to retcon. So move up to 2. You may choose to gain 1 heat, so gain 1 heat, go up to 4. If you do, deal 1 damage to all other targets within range 1. So if you moved here within range 1, you would do an extra damage here, an extra damage here. And then you're going to do, with this one still, you're going to do actually 4 damage with it now. So you had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7.
Okay, and for this guy here, I have 2,
3. Yeah.
So I'm going to be 1 short on that guy, which I'm really sad about.
This guy, which is way better, I would think.
I think so. Oh, no, he has armored, though.
You did all this and you didn't check his keywords?
That's it. I apologize, everyone. This turn was atrocious.
Boy, you gotta read those keywords. Ugh.
What am I gonna do, Dr. Gloryhound?
I could probably learn the banjo while I'm waiting for her to completely start her turn over. You're gonna like back all your heat back up and everything.
I know. I'm gonna have to back all my stuff up.
Are you able to do so confidently?
Yes. And then I'll go 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. That was all of my heat. Okay.
Should probably just focus on killing this guy.
I'm thinking so. I'm super sad. I want to murderize that other person. Why can't I murderize that one other person? I just want to murderize the one.
I think the problem you keep running into, because we did this last night too.
I did, because I wasn't looking at the armored portion.
Well, that, and you keep wanting to like AoE.
I want to do everything.
You want to AoE 3 or 4 people at once, and it's just
you
hard
AoE
to do.
3 people all at once.
I am just good.
Oh,
I'm just really good.
Dr. Gloryhound.
I just went out there and I was like, And they all gathered around, and then I was like, boom, bear earthquake. You just drop a bear earthquake. It's like a bear bomb, you know, where you have a bear in a plane and you drop it and then it bear bombs. You've seen a bear bomb. My dog thought that was the best joke ever. He's wagging his tail. He's like, bear bomb, that's awesome.
I spawned that one there, too. Over there. I'm looking at my choices. I don't think I can get over there right now.
Can I tell you how many cards I have? It's too many. I have a lot now.
Don't talk to me about your cards, Dr. Gloryhougnd. I'm so angry right now. So deal 1 damage. I can gain 1 heat, and then 3 or more I can deal 1 damage. That'll give me 2. I still need 2 more on that one, though.
Use your spear. I know you don't want to because it's not hitting a bunch of stuff. Use the power of your spear.
No, I want to save my spear for something, like, really good.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Offensive. Offensive.
I'm going to have to get rid of this frog, too. I just spawned this frog for nothing. Get out of here, you frog.
I don't know why my favorite, like, 3D printer joke is just, like, step 1, buy a 3D printer. Step 2, print a 3D printer with your 3D printer. Step 4, profit.
My favorite 3D printer joke is Womb's the original 3D printer. Right there. Dr. Gloryhound is not impressed, but it is funny. That's the original 3D printer, okay?
I need like a trombone.
We were doing that first.
The trombone would be like, wah, wah.
I'll 3D print the heck out of a human.
I'm tromboning you. Wah, wah. Sorry, it's over. That one did not hit.
Oh. So sad.
So Battlecry's saying that the YouTube channel, The Edge of Tech, is very helpful for people who are just starting out with 3D printers, which is always good to know. And Papercut agrees. A Fatal Papercut agrees.
All right, we're going to move 2, I think.
Hi, dog.
Range 3. I need to make sure my range is good on this.
I'm going to pull out some of these corrupted. I don't know if I'll be able to actually show this off because, oh, no, I did it. Check out that corrupted figure. That's one of the corrupted that comes with it. It's like just a mass of arms all stitched together. Probably not the best. And it's like a person in it with like Doc Ock style, like 4 arms, but they're all stitched together and they've got like wicked like spider claws on the end of them. Not the best. Not the best.
That'll be 1 damage. I gained 1 heat there. Then I'm going to gain 1 heat.
A giant with a giant sword. It's a giant female with a giant sword. Ugh. Oh my god, I can never find the right spot to show it all. There it is. That's pretty sweet. And you can, like, much bigger than our actual characters are. I just stole her character.
I know. I was like, what?
Like twice the size, which is pretty cool. And the Corrupted have like their whole own little thing, and that's when you're playing like the co-op version of it. Kabuki says she likes the Womb one. The Womb joke was solid.
Thank you, okay?
I've heard good things about Prusa, the Prusa ones, as far as making it where you can just add on things to their printer, so you're not constantly having to buy like the newest printer. You can just upgrade yours. Makes you think of the Magic the Gathering Thralls. That's fair. I could see that. I could see that. I mean, we all know Magic the Gathering has the best lore. It has a lot of lore. Are you over there still fighting that llama?
Yeah.
You gonna kill that llama?
Yeah. I didn't want to use all these super powerful cards, but I'm going to deal 2 damage to all other targets within that space of range 1. So I'm going to use these guys. We're going to get him down. It's just, I just wanted to kill more stuff, everyone. I think everyone can agree that, like, I should have been able to kill more stuff. But I'll get card 20. They will get to hit me for 2. 1, 2.
Card 20 is the Petal Candle.
Transport to a random space in Oakenmore.
So Oakenmore is here now.
Roll the die for the number, and I will get 3 things here. So 3 in Oakenmore. That is on top of this event. I am, you know what? My teleportation skills are what's winning me this game,
so
everyone.
First gain whatever it is you're going to gain.
Okay, I gained 1 there. I gained 1 green.
Did you gain your wild?
I will gain 1 wild there, I guess.
This would, oh, because they are dangerous. So yeah, they are attacking you. So you're right, they would do that. Did they get the critical on you?
I didn't roll for the critical.
Oh, you need to roll for the critical to see if you transport. you'll only transport if the
okay,
critical
okay.
happens.
Well, that's actually better.
It did happen.
It did happen.
Okay.
It did happen.
So here's the pedal candle you get. It's an equipment. All challenge ratings on rifts and events are reduced by 2 for you. So this event is like, well, this one doesn't have one, but if you did, it'd be less. Take your pedal candle, and you got all 3 of the energy you were supposed to get.
That's
correct?
awesome. Okay.
You got all 3 of the energy you were supposed to get?
Yes, I did. I got all 3 energy.
Okay, get a blue one for this one, the universal language.
Okay.
It says, the wolves of Oakenmore do not howl, and the birds do not sing. The creatures just stare you down, eyes begging for help.
Aww.
Choose one, hum a tune or offer a hand. If you hum a tune, your new friends chirp along timidly and you gain the Dreamstone. If you offer a hand, you roll a die. On a 1 to 3, you search Oakenmore for the lichen and spawn it in your space. Or if you roll a 4 to 6, the wolves accept your friendship, keep this card with you, and the next time you would take damage from a monster, discard this card and deal 2 damage to that monster instead.
I think I'm going to have to get... If the what happens?
So you can hum a tune and get a free Dreamstone.
Right.
Or you can roll a die. If it's a 1 to 3, you're going to get those lichen are going to attack you because they're going to land right on top of you.
Right. I'm going to take a ton of damage,
If you take a 4 to a 6, instead you would get a card that says instead of taking damage from a monster, you discard the card and do 2 damage to the monster instead.
I would really like to do that. However, right now I have been spawned right here, which means I'm automatically going to take 4 damage.
Yeah.
At the end of this.
So you probably don't want those
I don't want
lichen
those.
on
I don't
you
want
either.
the lichens on me either. So that's not going to be good. So I'm just going to take the Dreamstone.
Yeah, hum a tune. Give it a little tune, hum.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god! I just ruined all my mana and heat.
Nice.
I know I was at least at 3.
Nice. So, like you said, the monsters would go ahead and attack.
Which I'm going to take 4 damage.
Plus, this one has critical.
Oh no!
The curse, roll the die for a critical because it's plus 2 damage if it hits you. He doesn't.
Ah, sucker!
I wouldn't laugh. I don't know if I would go so far as to laugh.
I shouldn't laugh at Dragon.
Did you use your well rested to gain a health and a spirit?
No, I didn't, but I totally should do that. Not feeling too good. Not feeling too good.
And I'm going to take my spirit and health for helping you. No,
what?
That's not how that works?
No.
Colors of Ophium. So now we are at the world shift. We are at the end of round 3. We are officially halfway through the game.
Put this back here.
If we were going to go the full 6 rounds, but I don't think it'll go that long. A crumbling metropolis that has seen one too many parties. The painted city is inhabited by monstrous primates and color-loving goblins known as the Goonfolk. Switch the location of the Ophium and the dojo, keeping their orientations the same. Ophium and the dojo.
Now they're all going over here. Oh, that's awesome.
And the dojo.
That's awesome. See you later, monsters.
Which is
they
good.
stuck around just enough to like wreck me a little bit,
but
and
not,
then they
not
moved.
around for you to actually fight them.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.
All players gain 1 red energy. All players gain 1 red energy. Which
yes.
That would get you your ultimate. Did you already have your ultimate though, don't you?
Yeah, that's super sad.
So
does it come back?
No. So if you already have your ultimate, there's just nothing for you to gain. You already have it. So you should have actually tried to use it. But you didn't know. And the player with the least total energy gains an additional gold energy. So go ahead.
I'm so sad right now.
Well, you still get to gain another gold energy.
No, I'm so sad. How dare you?
Okay, I didn't invent the card.
That's it. That's it. This game is over.
Hey, take your other red card. You get your other red card.
I don't even want my other red card. I wanted my ultimate twice. I want my ultimate twice. I'm so sad.
Then all players must discard 1 item if able. Players that do so gain 1 gold energy.
Fine, I'm getting rid of some stuff. So it's like, get rid of this Dreamstone. I don't even like this Dreamstone. Okay, I kind of like the Dreamstone.
I'm going to get rid of these perennials, I guess, as an item. I don't think those are actually an item. I think I'll get rid of this armored one, the Mark of the Hunter, which is too bad. I'd really like to keep that one.
I think the upcoming expansion for Nemo's War is meant to be the end. Really?
Also, you gain 1 gold energy.
Yes.
Because we discarded items. All right, I'd gain back my grit. We gonna switch?
We'll see you in a bit there, Kabuki Kid.
Switch.
Okay.
Give me the 2, please.
There you go.
And we go to dawn. So we're going to go ahead and flip out our new events. So events are going to go on 4.
I just did the Bayou.
Okay, so these 2 are done. I'll do this one on 4, which is right next to you.
Oh, this one spawns right under you.
No, it goes to 4.
Oh, yeah.
So it would actually go here because
Okay.
it's unoccupied space.
That's right, because it doesn't go on top of you.
That one goes on 4, flip it. And that one goes on 4, flip it. Reach.
I would have done that.
That's another one of those monkeys.
Oh, look, it's a little fire salamander.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's a red riffling.
It's like, I wouldn't want to fight him.
Right? He's too cute.
Too cute. Too cute. And then you're going to get to go ahead and go first. So what are you going to do?
Absolutely nothing. Now, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go.
So Fatal Papercut's being all high-tech and has the exact same colors that comes with Nemo's War, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can match up if he makes pieces, you can match them up perfectly.
That's freaking cool. Did you have to look that up specifically? Or, like, did they have, like, a place where you could go to look up the specific plastic colors to get for that? I'm curious.
Actually, that's a pretty good question. And Alan just ended his first Solo Nations dice game with 35 points. With no knowledge, I don't know if that's good or not. But he's getting barbecue chicken for dinner, so he is winner chicken dinner.
Aww.
And Kabuki's going to get dinner.
Everybody's getting dinner right now. I need to gain mana.
So I understand what you're saying. Games of Fire says that they wanted to get Barbecue Speaking but didn't. I wanted to play Monsterlands, and instead I played 4 other games that were not Monsterlands. But I don't regret it. We went over to a friend's house to talk some business stuff, and then we ended up getting to play some different games, which was really nice. We haven't done that for like 6 months.
A long time.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I will say, sitting in a house with a mask on now for a couple hours is very annoying. So I can understand why people don't want to do it. But there is definitely a need to do it, especially in our great state.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? Maybe later we can play a little bit of Duck, Duck, Gray Goose. Oh, no, it's Duck, Duck, Gray Duck. That's how they do it in different parts of the country. They go, Duck, Duck, Gray Duck, instead of Goose.
How is that?
I don't know. I don't know why you would do that. Oh, cool. I'll take a look at that when we're done, Alan. He's going to post a picture of the end game to tell us if that's good or not. Since you're playing it, I'm assuming you're playing it solo, does it have kind of like one of those things where it's like if you score 1 to 20, you did well. If you did 20 to 25, you did really well. If you did 35, you're like a master tactician or something?
I'm looking for like specific monsters here that I can go wreck at this point.
Yeah, because you're worried about it now, aren't you?
What do you mean?
You're just worried about getting the right monsters.
Yeah, because of the way that my stuff is balanced and stuff, like I specifically need a lot of green here in order to be successful.
I get that.
And I can't do that one just yet. That one's nice. I think I might just do, but he's a 4. Man.
Oh, man.
This is not good, everyone. I'm just under what I need to do. I can do like 3 damage really, really easily, but that 4 to 7 is tough for me right now with the combination of cards I had because I had to get mana for my heat right here. So like at this point, I'm like, it's not working out the way I wanted to.
Oh, that's cool. So Alan reached a certain score and he got a title. Wu Zatan. If you get a 10, it's a Dan Quayle. Those are some very random titles.
I just need like 1 more 1 to deal 2. And I don't have that. Can I hit anything else? Heck. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and go here. We're going to go on this event. And we're going to see what happens. What do we got? I go up 1 blue, so then I would get my other blue power. Now, Brook, Spirit of the River. Most of the plants in Okamore will try to eat travelers, except for those that grow near the banks of the brook's peaceful melody.
Aww.
I can choose what I can choose to drink from the river, or I can rest in the sun. I feel like I should...
So gain any combination of health or spirit. You hear a voice behind you. Hey, that's me. You're drinking. Oh, that's messed up. The water talks to you.
The water, that would be terrible overall, everyone. If the water talked to you as you drink it, that would not be cool.
If you rest in the sun, you'll gain a gold energy, and you may discard a face-up lichen from Oakenmoor, if any, and gain the reward, which there are not.
That
one
would be
out
really
right now,
awesome, but that is not going to be the case.
You defeated one earlier. There might be more than one in there, though.
I think it's worth it just to take the one green, or the one gold.
Yeah, just to try to get your energy
Yeah,
up.
I'm going to do that.
Is it because you're actually, you said you're so far behind, but you only need 3 to be done, and I need 2 to be done. You're not that far behind.
I feel like I'm really behind, okay? I'm going to take my blue card for later, for after this, and I can play one more card, but...
Do you want to?
Let me double check. I just want to see what my moves are.
So you took the gold energy?
And I think I will move, too. Let's move... Yeah, let's go 1, 2. I'm going to reposition myself kind of over here.
Okay.
Or I was right here, right? Actually, I'm going to do 1, 2. I'm going to go to this event as well.
Okay.
That gives me 1 red, which I don't need. It's a day of... Born in the Bayou. It's a day of celebration. Pondroth, the unsightly, and his wife just had a baby. When asked to comment on the darling newborn, you can't help but...
I like that it's Pondroth the unsightly and his wife. So you know it's not a good baby. So you can lie... You can throw up later when no one is actually watching.
Wow.
So you can, the baby is so ugly, you can just lie about it and then puke later. Or you could speak your mind and take 3 damage, but gain 2 green energy.
I'm going to do that.
But you're going to take 3 damage? That's going to put you at 2 health.
I'm going to do that.
I might attack you.
No.
I'm looking up. We'll see what happens if I can beat you down.
All right, I'm going to do the 2 energy, and I'm taking 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Wow, Dr. Gloryhoundd. You're just going to do me like that? So rude.
Listen.
So rude. Why would you do that?
Because now you are 1 away from winning.
Why would you do that?
And you get to go again next time.
Dr. Gloryhoundd.
Hey, calm it down.
Listen.
I want to see what happens.
Listen.
Because I never knocked you out before, so I don't actually know
So
what happens.
rude. Everyone, can you believe that? Of course you would.
Okay, so if your health ever reaches 0, you are defeated, but not out of the game. When a character is defeated, their essence is pulled from the void by the Kensei, and their body is revived back at the dojo. Follow these steps. Transport to the dojo. Reset your character's health and spirit to your spawn values. And lose 2 energy in any combination of colors. When energy is lost, move the tracker of that color backwards. And if you were defeated during the adventure phase on your turn, you lose all your remaining activations. Your turn is over.
So you're just going to do me like that, huh?
But if you're defeated by another player, if the effect from a player's ability or item card reduces another player's health to 0, that player is given a boon by the Kensei. Defeated players follow the normal steps for defeat, and the player who did the damage gains 2 gold energy.
That would straight up just get you your last energy.
The energy that a player gains from defeating the opponent does not have to be the same types of energy that the defeater player lost.
Everyone. Oh, Alan says, I believe it, right?
So here's the deal. I was going to go over here. I was going to go over here
heck?
and kill this, right? And
What the
gain,
heck?
like, plenty of energy, right? And just max out. But, like, why? I could just go over there and give you a little...
You better be careful, Dr. Gloryhoundd. You don't want to start this up.
Wow. So I'm going to move 1 space.
All right.
So that's 1 card I'm using.
Right in there. Right in here. Right in
How
here,
much
everyone.
health do you have? 2?
I have 2 health.
I'm going to go ahead and just use this card, which is deal 3 damage at range 0, and it costs 2 grit. So sorry.
You're not sorry.
So you end up in the dojo. You reset your health and spirit. I would gain the 2 gold energy, which gives me my last green card and my ultimate back.
Okay.
At the end of my turn, though. I'll get them back at the end of my turn.
Hold on here. So I have a Ice Phoenix down. If I would be defeated, I may discard this card to return your spawn value for health and spirit instead.
Okay, so in that one, if you did that instead, you would just get your health and spirit back up to where they're supposed to start.
And I wouldn't have to do anything else.
But you wouldn't go to the dojo. You wouldn't go to the dojo, but I would still get everything else. So you would just be there instead.
Okay, but if I don't do it, I go to the dojo, but I have to lose
2
energy.
Yeah, 2 energy.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the Phoenix down because I don't want to lose the 2 energy, everyone.
Phoenix down. Ice Phoenix down.
All right.
Well, yeah, so you wouldn't lose the 2 energy, Dang.
What did I say, everyone? What did I say? Don't you think I said, hey, did you want to start this, Dr. Gloryhoundd?
I still want to start it, yeah.
Oh, Dr. Gloryhoundd.
Well, you're still one away, so you have to still get an energy and then get there.
I can still get an energy. I don't think I'm gonna have any problems getting an energy, Dr. Gloryhoundd.
So what does this one do?
Oh, now it's getting crazy up in here.
It is.
So, Game of the Fire. I think I'm gonna have a baked potato for dinner. I wish I had lettuce. I should have gone grocery shopping today. You know what? Me as well. There's many things we should have done today.
Oh my gosh.
Which we did none of those things. We pretty much just hung out.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, one of those things should have been, Dr. Gloryhoundd shouldn't have done that. I thought that's what you were going to say.
Where I was going?
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to do this one, which is move 2, then deal 1 damage to everything in the same world as you, cost 1 grit.
Okay.
So, but I'm just going to go 1, 2. There's nothing on here to do damage to.
Got it.
That's not within range. That's not within range. So, yeah, I moved 2. I'll flip these bad boys over.
Interesting. Okay. So, Dr. Gloryhoundd, how are you feeling right now?
Little nervous.
Little nervous?
Little nervous.
Not feeling so hot?
Little nervous.
Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move
hold
1.
on. So that was the end of that round, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So now we have to flip out the new Dusk cards. So you want to start rolling dice?
All right, let's do this.
Famous last words. Let's do this.
2
so on the
over
cog,
here.
So that's a minor gold rift. Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
I don't want that. 1 on, is that opium? So that's another Dusk Kieran, which is going to go there.
And 3.
On the bayou?
Yeah.
So 2, 1 down.
Oh, sorry, right here. 3 right here. Actually, right there.
How convenient. Right behind you. Weird. Actually, this minor green rift, the last little energy I need is right behind me. Could this
right
game
there.
get
It's
any
right
more
there.
weighted towards her? It's because the game feels bad for you because of your sob story at the beginning.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
that it? Okay.
That's probably what it is.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and move 1.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just going to move right here.
You're not going to get your green energy? I mean, never mind. You do you.
I'm going to move 1. 2. Let's see here. What do I want to do? How much life do you have, Dr. Gloryhoundd?
Oh, I have 4 life.
Oh God, you have 4 life?
And defense cards.
What do you mean defense cards?
I have defense cards.
How much defense do you have? Dr. Gloryhoundd, how much can you defend over here?
I don't have them
You
out.
can't use those.
I don't have them out.
Oh, Dr. Gloryhoundd trying to trick me.
So I have Kuma's defense, but I have to play it out first.
So rude. All right, let's see here. We're gonna go.
This is not so great. I'm gonna regain 1 health and spirit.
We're gonna
be
let's see here.
I'm gonna flip this card over just in case.
We're gonna go ahead and move 1. We're gonna move 1 right here, okay? And since this is a free one here, we're just gonna Dawn Spear you. We're just gonna go up 2 heat. And we're gonna blast you for like 5.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna blast you for 5. Plus, this one technically would have dealt you 1 and stuff. Well, this one would have dealt you 2. No, we're just gonna blast you for the 5. Let's do this.
Yeah, that knocks me out.
Pew 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 pew. Dawn
So-
Spear.
Give me a second.
No problem.
Okay, so then I reset all my beginning stuff, it says. So I have 9 health now. 5 spirit. Ah! Ah! My foot's trapped. All right. Ugh. Knock that over.
All right, so I'm gonna put these back in my hand here. Blasted you. I get 1 of something. I get my last card.
Mm-hmm.
Got that thing. It is your turn, Dr. Gloryhound.
It is.
So, we're back into Dawn. 5th round.
No, we're not moving yet. It's still my turn.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
player 2.
Apologies. Go ahead, Dr. Gloryhound. That's not going to fare well for me.
No, I think you made a mistake.
I think I may have made a mistake.
So, let's see. That guy has special loot, but he doesn't do anything there. So I just need to move 1.
Ooh, this is down to the line. You know what, everyone? Our last game was down to the line as well, and I dig that this is like 100% in it till the very end. I feel like it's a race here at this end part, you know? Can you get your 2 energy back, Dr. Gloryhound? I'm guessing you're looking for this Dawn Kern. You are in a better position than me, overall, though.
That's range 0. I just need to find the one that has like the right range to do what I need to do.
So you can just like blast them and then already be on the dojo and be like, haha, sucker! He's trying so hard, Alan.
All right, I'm going to move 2. I'm just going to go ahead and use that card to move 2. Oh, that gives me +1 range on a single target, though. Your attacks with a single target gain +1 range. Okay, so move 1 instead.
All right.
And he's not armored. So if I move 1, and then I use this Jogo Swamp Juice.
Okay, you're going to gain 1 range.
So this one is like, let me do 4, 5. That's my turn.
That is. But you start as first player next turn.
Yeah, and that's where I think you messed up.
Right, and that's going to be the big thing for you. You just have to make sure that...
So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to use the 4, do the 4 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do this 1 damage from range 3. It's
Are you
enough
doing
to
the
kill
Dusk Kern?
this Dusk Kern. Yeah.
Okay.
And so special loot you may transport to the same space as any other player who's not in the dojo, which I don't want to do. But I'm going to go ahead and max these both back out again. Spent these cards.
Okay.
They're going to get flipped over.
I think it's smart, though, because you're staying on the dojo and you have first player on next time, so I think you're going to make it.
Right. It's all going to depend on whatever happens with this world shift, because that would be my turn. Monsters would attack. I'm not within range of any of the monsters right now, so nothing happens to me health-wise.
It's like a race back to the dojo. It's so exciting.
All right, so the world shifts would go ahead and happen now.
All right, what happens?
Melt Your Face. Mercurial Slim took the stage name Murky Merc after his first big hit. During the gig, the muddy mercenary effortlessly put the entire crowd on the floor and left the venue without even a scratch. As his fame grew, the creatures of the bayou rallied around him, turning to music and occasionally combat to heal their centuries of sorrow. Whatever the misfit band travels, they bring with them traditional rock star merriment. Switch the location of the bayou and the dojo, keeping the orientations the same.
Oh, no.
I got this one.
It's so far away. Imagine that. You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to get back to the dojo.
Hey,
and you're running up and you're like, boop. Sorry, just kidding.
Then
it's way
the
over
player
there.
at the least total energy may choose to prove their worth. At this point in time, we both have the exact same amount of energy, so I don't think either one of us has to.
Okay.
If it did, though, if you did win it, your attacks with a single target would deal +1 damage.
Okay.
If you want to do it, you can.
I'm
if you
okay.
fail, you're going to take damage, though.
I'm okay, because I think you're just going to win it right here, as long as you can move.
So we would switch. You would get this one, the Well-Rested. I'd get the Eager. We would spawn the new things. So technically, spawnings would happen. So
we're in Dawn 5.
Are we in Dawn 5? Wow.
Yeah, we are in Dawn 5.
That's farther than I thought, honestly. Dawn 5. So an event. These ones are done here. This event happens on Dawn 5. That one happens. An event. Okay, so we should be good there.
I think you got the open more. Okay. All right, Dr. Gloryhougnd, run on into the dojo. Give them a high five.
So I'll use landslide. Choose any number of players or corrupted within range 3, including yourself. Move those players each 1 space in any direction.
Aww. And then you'd use the land to slide you right into the dojo. Wow.
I did this. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Dojo, dojo. Dojo, dojo.
Wow, Dr. Gloryhound.
I didn't mean to whistle into the mic. I'm sorry about that.
And on that last bit, all I needed to do was make it to the dojo.
I will admit, I did not expect you to resurrect and
then
knock
blast me and be like, pew pew.
I did not see that coming. Which is interesting.
Like, oh, you gonna start some stuff? Let's do this.
We played this a while back, and then, which I don't remember if we ever attacked each other a bunch. And even though this is a versus game, we stayed away from each other all last game.
Right.
We didn't actually attack each other because we were usually on the other opposite ends of the board fighting monsters. There was no real reason to attack each other, which is why I had to go look it up because I wasn't even sure what happens if we did knock each other out.
Such a limited. Dr. Gloryhound is happy, Alan. Nope. You have such a limited amount. You're not?
I mean, I would want Soff to win too. I wanted to play co-op, but you wanted revenge. So this is technically on you. So now I guess you've lost twice in a row. I don't know if maybe we'll play co-op next time.
You know what the interesting is that the last game was exactly the same, where it was like that he had gotten in there to the dojo, like literally one turn before I was going to be able to.
Yeah, because on your turn you would have been able to move in and get it.
We had both ended up getting our powers pretty much around the same time, and it just happened. And it's like, that's the sign of a really good game.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know it's a small
really
sample
balanced.
size. We're just talking about our last 2 plays, but. I mean, for them both to be exactly the same like that, and I think we did it last time at the very end of round 4, the beginning of round 5 too.
Yeah, right around in there for the 2-player.
It was pretty close. I could see if you had 4 players, you might get more people getting knocked down and stuff.
I think so.
That might take longer game-wise.
Yeah.
And of course, your turns take longer if you have 4 players because each person gets 3 activations, which is like 3 mini turns.
Battle Cry says, congrats, congrats, just barely, Dr. Gloryhound.
Sweating. When she knocked me down, I was like, oh, I got knocked down. Can I get up again? You're never going to knock me down.
Never going to keep you down?
I was pet thumping. I was, like the song says, I got knocked down. Am I going to get up again? Yikes.
So, in the comments, let us know what you guys thought about this game because I really like this game.
Yeah. And we still haven't even, we played it back to back. We still haven't even seen all the monsters in the decks, all the events.
This game is like so good. It's one of those ones that it's been on our shelf, and I'm like, I keep on wanting to like play it and play it and play it.
You were a little resistant at first because it looks kind of like just a straight up because it does herald itself as an arena game.
Yeah.
And we typically don't play a bunch of games like that because we get
versus against each other all the time.
Right? Because as you can see, it got a little hot, it got a little heated when I knocked her out. And then she knocked me out.
I'm
so
like,
you could see that's what happens. She's like, you don't want to open that can of worms.
You don't want to start this up.
Because then I'm going to do it. And so you can see how that gets a little antagonistic, which is fine in a Euro. In an arena game, for some reason, when you have a character that you feel strongly about,
whenever I am the actual person here in the game, okay?
And grit,
it gets intense, okay?
Yeah, and Kaoru represents like a whole bunch of my brothers that have been injured in the line of duty. It's tough. It's tough.
I'm just saying that this game is not just like an arena style game or like a versus game or even like a cooperative game because they do have that setting.
It's kind of dungeon delvy.
It is, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
Like it's really fun
getting
those powers as you go through. Up until the point
when you knocked me out, then it seemed a little not nice.
Well, no, I'm like the ramping up of the characters because you have all these smaller choices, but really good combinations of cards that you can use together. And then as the game ramps up, you choose a couple cards to kind of like help those combinations get a little bit better. And then by the end, you have so many amazing powers to use, and you have this ultimate power that you can use, and you're running around, you're blasting stuff and everything.
And they even have cool little flavor text on the back of the cards. So like my bear friend that I get in the very beginning, it says there are no limits to how far an imaginary friend will go for a child.
Aww. And it's somehow still so wholesome.
Right.
What?
Kaoru concentrates his energy so fiercely that for a few moments, Kuma folds back into a pile of stones. Anyone left standing must watch a tearful child reassemble his only friend. What the poop? Do they want us to cry?
Yes. I already did that at the beginning.
That's the Earth Sign Tectonics. That's the ultimate where you like, he basically becomes rocks again and then you have to rebuild him.
the monsters in this game are not so terrible that, like, if I was going to play this with my kid,
They'd be freaked out.
that they would be freaked out and it would be a scary experience or anything. Like, they're dark, but they're still freaking cute and, like, colorful and amazing looking. Like, the art in this is so amazing. Like, I'm going to go look up who did the art on this. I can't remember.
The names and stuff and the artwork on it make you kind of, like, have, like, hint at a backstory, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I know there's like, if you're in the bayou, you can hit a certain event, which will trigger where, like, it's like a band of, like frog goblins, like, attack. And
oh,
they, like,
yeah, that's
somebody.
right. They ambush everybody.
Like, what is happening right now? But it's, like, funny. Like, you get jumped by, like, they're called, like, the soggy band or something.
And if you're not particularly strong at fighting things, you can go to the rifts, you can go to the events.
Yeah.
And use those things to ramp yourself up to a point where you can start fighting. Because, like, right out of the gate, Soft is, like, a better overall fighter, I think.
Oh, yeah, you do more damage, right?
Right.
But I'm more defensive.
Yeah, you're more defensive, but you going to rifts and doing other things and stuff like that, or focusing on smaller monsters, makes it so you can build up, and then you can take out a whole bunch of stuff, and I really like that to it as well, you know? Like,
that's good. I like how close it is, because, man, I had to really work that last turn to be like, I think I'm going to win because I get the first player marker.
This was good.
So
this was so good.
Since I hit the dojo, I get to do one wish.
You do.
And my one wish is you to like and subscribe. Fade to black. This is the time. Fade to black.
No, we still have to talk about all of our stuff.
Fade to black.
Oh my god.
No, you don't have to.
Well, thank you for everybody that joined us today. We really appreciate you hanging out with us and checking out this game.
Oh, yeah.
I am over the moon. I don't know why this hasn't gotten more, like, kudos and plays.
It's got a 7.5 on BGG, which is good.
It's good. It's good. I want to play it again. I want to play all sorts of stuff with this. I want to play with all the characters. Like,
I like that you can, after you do this, then you can sit there and take this character and then decide if you want to continue the story arc. He gets his wish, and then you go into, like, a whole different deal where you fight the corrupted together as a team.
yeah.
So, like, then Soff and, you know, they would actually join up together to fight against the corrupted. So then it's, like, a little bit of, like, calms the wounds, if you will, like, from losing. You're like, okay, well, now we're going to join together to kind of fight.
And each character has their own individual story whenever they make that wish.
Yeah,
and
they all have
which
three.
is really cool.
So they have a solo story that you play by yourself, then they have, like, a 2-player one, and then they have one that's for 3 or more players.
Right. So I'm over the moon with this, everyone. We'd play it again.
We live in Arizona. That's where we live, Games of Fire. So speaking of Games of Fire, our games would catch on fire if they were in our garage.
For real, it's super hot. Like,
we have one of our friends left his games in his garage, and they just, like, started becoming brittle and falling apart.
Well, what it is it's hot enough that the glue used to bond stuff just gets destroyed. It doesn't stick anymore. So, like, you can't leave your games in any sort of garage or anything like that. Like, yeah, it gets way, way, way too hot. I mean, what was it? Last year, our high was like 125 or something like that. It got crazy. Whenever it gets to that high, and then you come back down to like 110 or 100.
You're like, whoo.
You're like, whoo, it's so nice and cool out here at 110.
Is there a breeze? Is there a breeze? Yeah.
Once you start reaching those temperatures where you're like, oh my God, like, it's already, if you go outside, you can't touch anything. It's so hot. Like, you want to drive your car with your oven mitts on because
that's a real thing.
Hot.
People will keep gloves that they'll put on for their steering wheel if their steering wheel's out in the sun during the day.
Burned.
It's rough.
When I say you can cook stuff outside, I am not joking. We don't have any of the humidity, but man, this sheer just burning, like, of being able, you can't touch anything. You can't touch the gate.
It's basically like hell. It's a dry heat.
That's why I visit in the winter. That's right, Alan.
That's
exactly.
So
exactly.
What else do we have coming up? I know we have the Night Cage.
Yes, everyone. So we have the Night Cage, and
that's next Sunday, I believe.
That's right. It's next Sunday.
That one is really, really cool.
We have Cordon Conflict, which we will probably be doing next week. That is a tactical style game.
That's on Board Game Spotlight's channel, though.
It is on Board Game Spotlight's channel, but I think it's really interesting because it's 3D printable.
Because it says tactics in it?
It's 3D printable.
Oh, wow, that is a good tie-in.
I think that they're selling the game as a piece where you can sell the full piece, or they are selling the files where you can 3D print the game if you would like and cut the price on that. And it is a tactical style game, which is really, really cool.
Which is all it takes to sell you. Someone
Yeah,
says
just
tactical,
say-
you're like, duh.
They just put tactical on top of something, and I'm like, yes, the
So if I took Western Legends and I put Tactical
yes.
Legends, you would play it.
Yes.
I'm just going to put a sticker on it. Tactical Legends. We haven't decided on our Thursday game yet.
That's true. We'll have more information for everyone a little later in the week on what we're going to end up doing, because we usually pick all of our games today, but we've just gotten behind.
Which, speaking of, we did actually just borrow, besides Western Legends, we borrowed Tiny Epic Tactics.
That's right. That's right.
So if you want to see Tiny Epic Tactics, or we also got Undaunted Normandy.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in either one of those games, just let us know in the live or in the comments under the video if you vote for one of those. And
Absolutely.
that could be our Thursday game.
Let us know. That would be fantastic, because I would love to play like Undaunted. Dr. Gloryhound's like, we'll see. We'll see. Other than that,
We'll see what people vote for. They want to
Thank
see
you.
Western Legends.
thank you. Ooh, Undaunted +1, right? Thank you for everybody who hung out with us today and everything and joined us in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe to our content if you liked this video, and we will see all of you later in the week. Bye!